Righty ho. What up, what up, what up? Welcome, everyone. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you're a Patreon member, everyone in between, sub, how you guys doing? All right, couple things, lots and lots and lots of things got to talk to you guys about. First things first, I spoke to Jonice today. She's not doing so well, and she wants to thank everyone that supports her for for supporting her. She thinks it's funny that all of a sudden all these people come out of the woodwork who didn't like her. And now all of a sudden they want to be her friend and blah, blah, blah. She's not stupid. She has cancer. She's not dumb. So if you didn't like her a couple of months ago and now all of a sudden because she has cancer you want to be a friend, she could care less. So carry on. She knows who her real friends are, and she knows who backs her. And she knows that me, Corey, she did mention Mary, Tiffany, were the ones that back her. So you haters over there, carry on with your badass self. We've been there for her before she had cancer, after she has cancer. So all you haters, go away. Bye-bye. Nobody fucking cares about you doubling down, tripling down. Just scoot on out. And when she gets out of the hospital, we'll be fighting those her strikes that someone gave her, but she's in the hospital, and that's why I haven't heard from her, and she hasn't really, fucked with YouTube at all for the last few days. So, yeah. Hey, Bombshell. No, I was wondering why I hadn't heard from her. So, now everyone knows. Please don't back Corey. I love Corey. I know Kevin. She's very controversial, and people have problems with her, but she's just very misunderstood. I mean, she is. She's just misunderstood. Corey snaps back at people. Corey does not instigate people. She gives her opinion no different than everyone else. She does not purposely go out to hurt anybody. But people come after her pretty hard when all she does is give an opinion, like other people give an opinion. Like, why is it okay for this person to make an opinion, but Corey can't give an opinion? She's just very blunt and she tells it like it is. And some people don't like that. Corey is Corey Chainsaw. She's from the DC. She doesn't really care for true crime much. I believe she's a mod over at Tiffany's, though. So I know she's following the Summer Wells case. So, Laura, thank you for sticking up for Joni. Republican ass, she's been my friend for years. I'm not sticking up for her. I'm just being a friend like, anyone should. Any of her friends would. Me, I can tell you right now, me, Tiffany, and Corey will have her back no matter what. Hey, how come it's only that? All right. Thank you, Kevin. And you do too, Bombshell. Just me, Corey, and Tiffany have known her for years. I don't know how long you've known her. And me and Corey have always joked around about her million-page things, her million-page text messages. But that's what makes her her. But I've been friends with Jonice for years. So, yeah. So I just want to give everyone an update. She's doing the best she can. But yeah, so Corey, let me get back to Corey for a second. Corey is not what people think she is. She just, she just claps back. Does she clap back maybe harder than others? Yeah. But I don't think that Corey gets the credit that she deserves. And she's come after me. Don't get me wrong. Like, Corey has totally come after me. She used to make videos about me, cursing me. And I was like, oh, but I like Corey. Why is she doing this? But I put up with the slaps across the head from Corey, but I never once called her crazy. I may have called her an asshole, but I never once called her crazy. I never said she was a crackhead or anything like that. It was her opinion. And people need to realize that Corey just gives an opinion. If you don't like her, don't like her. But she obviously intimidates people because she's got a small little channel, and yet all these DC people talk about her all the time. But Kevin, the thing is, if you get to know her, she's really a good person. And she backs her friends, like really backs her friends. And a lot of people don't realize that. But she really is a good person. You get on the bad side of her, I don't know about that, but she is. She's a good person. You just got to get to know her. So, okay. Another thing, she was right. She has been right about a lot of people. I totally agree with that. So, another thing, I've gotten a bunch of text messages about this afternoon, and let me make this loud and clear. Okay. My days of fighting with people on YouTube are long done. Do I have a bout here and there? Do I, just have that drama fix once in a while? Yeah. But I don't respect any of these people over in the DC. Anyone that I'm going to fight with, I don't respect any of them. They don't even show their face. And when they do, they're probably better off not showing their face. So, I mean, these people are like so beneath me that I want to tell my supporters, like, you guys don't have to worry about me going back to that place. It's never going to happen because I could care less what these people do. Like, even the fight this afternoon, I haven't thought about it since. Like, it's just not my thing. Like, it was 2-3 years ago, but I've grown and I've matured and I just don't care. So people, like, what's her name? I heard Natasha was like, oh, Laura's man looking or something. I don't know exactly what she said because I didn't listen to the clip, but it's something like, I look like a man. Yeah. Okay, Natasha, have you looked in a mirror? I mean, I could go back and forth with her from now until doomsday, but why? Why? One, I'd be a hypocrite because I'm telling Granny to ignore them. But two, if I don't respect you, why do I care what you think of me? Like, you could think I'm the nastiest, ugliest, pathetic, most, you know, pathetic person in the world. Ask me if I care. I don't. Like, your opinion of me says nothing about me, but everything about you. So if you think I look like a man, okay, that's fine. I'll take looking like a man if that's your opinion of me. Because at the end of the day or the end of the minute, I'm not going to think twice about what you think of me because I don't really care. So that's like people making videos or talking about videos or, oh, here's Laura's hidden video. I stand by what I said. I hid it because of my friend. That's why I hid it. I didn't hide that video that in my rant in my car because, I was afraid of somebody hearing it. Oh, hell no. I hid it for my friend. So that's why it was hidden. And that would be my friend Chasing, who didn't want her name being dragged again by somebody else. That's why it was hidden. But these clip channels don't know that. These clip channels think that they got something on you when you look at um their comments and it's all my haters. Like, duh, you just gave yourself away, of what crowd you come from, because with 250 views and the only people watching you are my haters, it says you're one of my haters. You're in that same crew, the crew that all these scammers come out of, that crew. So that's another thing. Like, people hide things for different reasons. I'm not Marissa. I'm not going to hide things just to put it behind a paywall. But if I put something on private, there's a reason I'm putting it on private. It's not because I don't stand by my words. It's because my friend didn't want that shit out there. But, people don't have any respect for crew. I mean, whatchamacallit, the ponies. That's what I mean. Did you see the 50? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Quinny. That's the exact live I'm talking about. That people just run, they automatically assume the worst. They automatically assume that, oh my God, Laura doesn't stand by her words. No, maybe because I spoke to my friend who doesn't wanted the whole dead issue. And that's why I hit it. Because they don't know that we talked. They don't know that they clip me. I mean, that we text each. You know what I'm saying? Like, these clip channels just run with something that is so far from the truth that I don't have to explain myself all the time to every single person about why I do certain things. But if you're talking about, things I said in that video, so I stand by it. Again, if you think I'm a racist, great, don't watch me. If you don't. I don't care. I don't care what you people think of me. You're not my crowd. Do I care if someone, let's say Quinny, for example, if Quinny came to me and said, I think you're a fucking racist, yeah, then I would speak to her about it because I care about her. She's been with me a long time and she's someone that I respect her opinion. But all these other people, I don't give a fuck what you think of me. Like, do you think I'm a racist? Great. Then stop talking about me. That's what I don't get either. If you dislike me so much, then why are you in every motherfucking chat in every single community that talks about me? B. Fergs, you're the one I'm picking out. If you dislike me so much, why are you fucking everywhere that my name is brought up? I think you're like one of my biggest fans, actually. And there's a few of them like that. If I don't like someone, believe me, I'm certainly not watching them, nor am I recording them, nor am I even listening to the clips that's given to me about them, because I don't give a fuck. Nor do you need to give them an explanation. Exactly. I heard that was another thing about tonight. I don't owe anybody an explanation about donations, but I, unlike others, and I want to say this loud and clear, I, unlike others, do show receipts. And I do donations live. Because why? Because there's a method to my madness. But honestly, because that's what you're supposed to do. When you raise money for something, or when you say that you're raising money for something, then it's only right that you show your community where that money went or where that money is going. And I've always done that. So the rest of you can sit the fuck down, mind your own business. And again, you could stay behind me because that's exactly where you are, behind me or beneath me. Because people that are above me don't look down. And people that are below me are always looking up to me, always. So there's that. And we'll get to the donation in a little while. Couple things, other things that I want to talk about. If you go to the website, I just want you guys to know, if you go to the website, it's not finished. There's a couple of things I'm changing. I still have to add a lot more stuff to it and change the whole thing around. But you guys will see, I'm finally letting the cat out of the bag. But you guys will finally see the changes or the slow changes that are happening. I am changing the entire company to a metaphysical company, thanks to my daughter, who got me all back into all this stuff. So, as I said, you'll see changing, but everything is going to be metaphysical, crystals, healing, the power of healing, 7 chakras, the 4 elements. The whole Intrepid is changing to that of matter and mind. So I've been slowly changing it. Like, people will notice as crystals on candles. I'm slowly changing it, but between all of, changes in life and kids and, everything else that goes along with living, it's been a slow change. Plus redoing my room. I've been doing a million things at once. So, but I'm very excited. I finally got to the website and like I said, slowly changing it over. So you're going to see some like blank spaces, and the website is on the mobile version. I haven't even fucked with it yet. So if you go on a computer, you'll be able to see some of the changes, but I have to add a bunch of stuff to it. I still got to change a bunch of stuff around, but yeah. So that is what Intrepid is turning into. I haven't decided if I'm changing the name yet or not. I do like Fearless though. It says a lot who I am and why I started the company to begin with. So I really don't want to change that, but I do have to bring metaphysical into it. And I'm pretty excited about it though. Like I said, we went high and low to crystal shops and meta shops and witchcraft shops, just trying to find all the right crystals and making sure they were 100% genuine stones and not semi-genuine stones and not, just everything. So part of that is if I was sitting there fighting with people on the internet, that would kind of deplete my entire purpose of the metaphysical aspect of my life. We all know I'm not religious, but I've always been spiritual. And I'm making my room, like all my decor for my room, which if I ever fucking get it done, I bought some stuff for that. And just a lot of changes in my life personally, like growth, spiritual changes. I don't want to use the word spiritual. People think I'm like believing in God all of a sudden, which I'm not, but spiritual changes, really getting into just the metaphysical world and the power of crystals and incorporating it into my business and into my life and into my everyday life. Like I wear a crystal every day, just a lot of little things. So that's what the whole business has changed to. That's what my candles have evolved to. And that's where I'm heading with it. Satan was once an angel. That is correct. And I'm excited about it. Like I said, it's been a slow process. I really didn't want to tell you guys everything until everything was done, until the website got a little further. And now I'm kind of at a crossroads because it's like kind of done, but not kind of, but it's like halfway done. And I don't even know when I can finish it, but you guys get an idea. So there's that. I'm excited. I'm excited too, Rachel. It should be done by the weekend. But like I said, I'm trying to finish my room and I got to clean and I still got more candles to make. And, every time I think, all right, candles are done, then I get more orders. And believe me, I'm not complaining at all whatsoever. But I'm not going to be selling just candles on this site. I'm also going to be selling crystal oils. I'm going to be selling chakra stones, like a lot of different things. But for now, just candles. I got to get everything organized and everything together. But we are evolving it's going to be a full metaphysical store. Hopefully, my goal is within 2 years to have a physical address. That is the goal for the next 2 years. And if I could do well online, I would love to bring it into an actual store. Incense, I was going to try making. It looks next to impossible. I don't care how great people say it is and how easy it looks. Yeah, it's too messy. I'm not doing it. But I see a lot of these, metaphysical stores that, oh, I like that, different things. So I'm going to do it online and we'll see what happens. But that's where the candle's changing. So some of you guys that have subscriptions or have candle orders in now, you'll see that you got an extra candle. That a lot of people that ordered the Ukrainian candle, I also gave another candle to. A lot of them went out today. Lab 15, your subscription went out today. You got a whole bunch of extra stuff. I am going to get merch for Intrepid and redo the merch for Perplexed. But I like that. So there's that. I am so going to get that. That's a good one, Rachel. Maybe I'll get that on a mug and a t-shirt. So there's that. And thank you, Wyoming. You can thank Sage for that, though. She really is the one that got me into that. On vacation, no less. I mean, I thought about it before vacation, but she kind of amped it up. And I was like, all right, Sage, what does this crystal do? What is it? And we just ordered tons. And then we bought some. And it's crazy. Trying to find real crystals you would not even believe. You're not a monk, give the incense thing. I'm telling you, Lacey, I went online. I don't know if you guys have watched YouTube videos on how to make incense. Oh my God. It's like a pain in the ass. I'm like, it's messy. It's gross. Ew. And it's cheap as hell. I thought soap was cheap. Jeez. Incense is really cheap. Like to show how to make it and stuff. So, last thing I want to say before I make the donation, hey, my three healers, is I had put out a candle for the Ukraine, and we were going to donate. Well, I am going to donate, but the goal was 75% of all profits were going to this GoFundMe. And I didn't get as many as I expected, to be honest. I actually expected a lot more, but I'll take what I can get. And except for Joe's order and another one, everyone else went out today and yesterday. I know, Laura, people do things to crystals, heat treatment, and yeah, I tell you a story about that in a second. So one of the reasons I did it, I'm not Ukrainian or anything, but I do know I have a lot of customers. Well, I do have a lot of customers that are, a lot of people on YouTube are, a lot of people from the community is. Well, I pulled up some numbers and estimated losses in the Ukraine, at least 21,000 deaths, 1.9 thousand non-fatal injuries, approximately 10 million people are displaced, 1.7 thousand buildings are destroyed. And you ready for this? Laura, I would like for you to make a Nini C in congratulations of 9,000 subs and over 2 million views. Congratulations, Nini C. But Bad Wolf Nini C hates my guts, so it's kind of hard to do that. But I will do it anyway because I'm a nice bitch like that. So Nini C, congrats on 9,000 subs and 2 million views. Now let me get back to this. So property damage, $119 billion in damage. That's fucking crazy. So I don't think my little $110 is going to mean much, but it's something. It helps. But yeah, 119. I thought it was 120, but when I figured it out, it's actually 112 to be exact. I want to start say, okay, I'll wait. And then, bitch, yeah, definitely getting bitch, sit the fuck down. That's a given. That is a total given. But 119 billion, that's a lot. That's really a lot.
Mom, you're my mother, right?
What?
You're my mother, right?
Yeah, I'm live. What?
If you were to see me walking around school like this, would you, if you were a teacher, would you just cut me? Would you say this is inappropriate?
Yeah. For school, yes.
What about if it was like, this is where I was.
Pick them up. That's not an outfit for school.
Why not?
It's not. Pick them up.
Basically got dressed.
When I was in high school, it was fine. But today's day and age, it's not. Well, okay, but it's not.
My math teacher from last year, she sent me in the hallway.
It's too distracting.
Don't start. I will argue with you about this for hours.
I'm just telling you. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not for school.
Don't say that because I will argue with you about that for hours. But my math teacher, my old math teacher from last year, she was like, Sage, you know, I can't with that. And I was like, I've worn worse. I was like, I don't see a problem. It's just my stomach. And She was like, "He needs jacket or something. I'm setting up to admin." And I was like, "Admin's gonna tell me to turn her back around." And I was like, "If you call home and you keep me at a class," this was first thing in the morning. I was like, "If you keep me at a class for this, I'm going to start something." And so I just put on my friend's sweatshirt because I was like, I'm not dealing with this. But I could argue about her for hours about it. I can argue about anyone about it because dress code's dumb.
Okay. Children, tell you. But kids these days. All right. Let me write that down, Scout, so I know what you guys want. See, that's another thing I got to do. Where's Lindsay? Lindsay, why don't you put together all my merch? Make yourself useful, Lindsay. You're always telling me to give you some stuff to do. Put together my merch. Now Lindsay disappears. They let kids wear flip-flops. Not her. No, I mean, her outfit is totally fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with her outfit. It's just because her stomach is showing, school can't handle it. But welcome to 2022. This is the world today. We need tank tops summer. I had tank tops already. Nobody bought any. What the fuck? All right. In my day, teachers were happy if you just turn up. Exactly. Yeah, it's not like that so much anymore. But I will do tank tops. I will. Lindsay, where are you, Lindsay? Oh, Lindsay. Oh, Lindsay. Lindsay always tells me she's going to help me. She's going to give stuff to the younger generation because they're better at stuff than we are. Okay? So, Lindsay, you got a job. Merch. There you go. She could do all my merch. There's your job you wanted. Keep her busy. And now she's not even here. That's it. Take away a wrench. All right. Let's go ahead and do what's the best nation in the world? A donation. So let's go give a donation. Go fund me, Ashton Kutcher. I said outsource. I didn't say me. You said you. All right. Oh, come on. How does that go for me? See, Ashley, I put you to work and now you don't want to do it. Go find me. Where is it? Here it is. All right. It is at 35,273,000. It looks like nobody's donated in like 2 weeks. Should I find a different one? You guys tell me. You guys know of a good. I'm not doing like United Way or any of those. Oh, let's see. Oh, I'm wrong. It just showed the top donation. 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. All right, here we go. We're going to donate. Donate now. I'm going to show you guys. So I think if I show you, it's going to show my credit card. We are donating $112, which means I am. What is GoFundMe tip? I'm fucking giving GoFundMe a tip. Hey, Irvin. GoFundMe or try to take like $16. Get the fuck out of here. All right, continue. I can pay by PayPal. Oh. Yep. All right. Hold on. Your receipt has been sent. Da-da-da. Where are we here? Melana. Hold on 1 second. All right. Okay. Thank you for your donation. A receipt has been sent. And continue. Whoop. Turn to fundraiser. Okay. There we go. Laura Evans, $112. Your donation. Just now. There you go. Everyone wants to, I know, but like $16? Like, get the fuck out of here. So there it is. My donation, $112 as promised. And you see how easy that is? It's so easy when you raise money for something and then you purchase something. Then you show everybody where it's going. That's how you're not scamming people. It's not that difficult. It's really fucking simple. That's how it's done, people. Okay. Hey, what's cracking, Alaka? What's up, Mother Bear? All right. Now, if you want to continue to buy candles for the Ukraine, we could do another donation next week. And like I said, 75% of all profits are going to the Ukraine. Hey, Plurpy. Urination. That's a good one. I like that, Plurpy. So there's that. And other than that, I really don't have anything else to talk about. I think I've said everything I want to say. So I do apologize to people that I did not call this morning. Just the Mom Mazio. I apologize. I slept till like 12:30. No joke. See Life Rewinded. Yeah, See Life Rewinded. Laura always shows her receipts. Now shut the fuck up. Always. Always. I always do it the exact same way. I will take the receipt and post it on my community post for those idiots in the back. People are fucking ridiculous. Crazy. I don't even know why I'm so fucking relevant or important to these people. I really don't. But hey, whatever. So, community, we did our good day for this week. Now we got to do more next week. And that's it. Weeble Wobble's not went. Yeah, Weeble Wobble's Life Rewinded. Yeah, Dirty Dude, take notes. A lot of people need to take notes. Hey, Lindsay. Anyone have any requests for merch? Give it to Lindsay. She takes all requests for merch since she's going to be doing it. Thank you, Wyoming. Still trying to catch up from the hack job? What hack job? Yeah, I've actually expected more candles to be sold. I did. I thought there would be like 100 candles sold, but it didn't work out that way. Hey, Mr. Jamie. Do you want me to go into a rant scream so you don't fall asleep? Oh, credit card. You just reminded me. I have to call Jersey Girl, Psycho Jersey, crazy Jersey Girl. She had the same thing happen that I had. No, I'm not doing merch. I can solve technical problems and make sure website problems don't take 2 to 3 hours. I can do that too. But you're not doing merch? Meanie. You're fired. I had to close and open again. You were all black. Don't be racist, Quinny. Quinny's being racist. I don't know. You guys want me to open a panel? I really have nothing else to talk about. I've covered it all. Get it done real quick. Boom, bam, done. Finite. Tell us about the crystals. I have tons. What would you like to know? What would you like to know about them? I'm using small crystals and big crystals, and some of them I actually made myself. Actually declined, so you can't fire me. I can too. I can do whatever I want. Why? Because I can. Tell you about the crystal. What do you want to know? I do. I bought some bigger piece crystals and broke them. Sage is like, you can't do that. I said, oh, yes, I can. I said, you think I'm paying high dollar for these bigger crystals? Hell no. I said, I'll break them myself. And then you get little pieces. Oh, that's what I was going to show you, Denise. Check this out. Yeah, people buy incense all the time. And then I bought these, what are they called? The sage sticks. They keep burning out. Like, I was like, these sucks. Oh. Hold on, check this out. No, this sage sticks. Yeah, the smudge sticks. Yeah, you're right. Check this out, Denise. Hold on. Let me share this.
Incense, you will need dry wood or charcoal, the aroma of your choice. This can be any plant, spice, or oil you want, resin or sap, and thin wooden sticks. To begin, use a pestle and mortar to make dry wood or coal. You can also add plants or spices in powder form. Once your ingredients are in powder form, you can mix them together. Set a small bowl aside for later. Now add the essential oil to your mix.
Like, who knew?
You can also add some water to get the appropriate consistency.
I know, they're cheap as hell. That's why I didn't think it would be this, like, difficult.
Keep in mind that your mixture must be moldable. Now you can take your wooden sticks. Take a piece of your mix and rotate it around the stick to the bottom, letting the wood appear at the bottom of the stick. Sprinkle the incense stick with the powder you made earlier. Let the incense sticks dry in a cool, dark place for a week. Now you're ready to make your scented incense.
Now, you would think, okay, well, maybe it's just them that it looks so difficult. Oh, no. If you go to YouTube and look up videos, yeah, that's how you make incense. I'm like, oh, hell no. I'll go back to the gas station for like 10 for $1, and I'm good with that. I'll pay a little more. There's no way I'm doing the time to do all that. Hell to the no. It does look like slave labor, right? But check this out. Hold on. Because that's what I thought too. But check this out. Hold on.
Check out this.
Well.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another Savvy Homemade video. And today I'm going to show you how to scent your own incense sticks. For a full list of all the ingredients you'll need, visit pop them in. Hopefully you'll have and this is the ingredient which will reduce any and all black smoke. So sometimes when you burn incense sticks, they can smell a bit smoky, and we want to reduce this as much as possible so we can actually smell the lovely fragrance.
Scout, how did I educate? Sage has been part of it. I remember a lot of it from when I was younger, but online is an amazing thing. You can find anything you need. As far as which crystals go with which scents, Google. Certain books I've been reading on a Kindle, like online, and it's just like crystal witchcraft. But I did all this shit when I was young. I just don't remember a lot of it, but a lot of it is like refresher classes. Shut up, Lindsay.
Along with your DPG. The last. Everything gets soaked in mug.
Oh, he didn't make them.
But you can try both. If you're finding it's not drying quick enough, just maybe switch to the other.
He didn't do the good one.
Hello everyone.
There you go.
I am making hand-rolled incense sticks today. I'm using my two favorite scents, lavender and sandalwood, the powders and the essential oils. I'm showing you two different techniques, how I store
This is just way too much work to make a $2 item. Crystals are a big thing now, but they were a big thing 20 years ago too. You see what I mean? This is like so much work. I agree with that. Crystals will always be a big thing. I make a huge mess with candles. You know what I would do with all this? It would be everywhere. To me, though, this is just like making like homemade noodles. When you're making dough. I'm telling you, people don't realize it's a lot of work to make an incense. Well, it's easy to clean. I could never work with gloves on. Oh, did you, Lacey? Yeah, I make homemade noodles, Lindsay. Homemade noodles are easy. I even make homemade gluten-free noodles. Yeah, Wyoming. I plan on giving people background on their candle. These look like my soaps. There's a lot of work for an incense stick. She's giving you incense music. Look how perfect that is, though. It does look like hash, you're right. But look how perfect that stick is. That's like the expensive incense. She does make perfectly even incense sticks, though. Gotta give her that much. They're all perfect. Oh, no, Bonnie, I'm sorry. Oh, Bonnie, I'm sorry. Oh no, that's easy. That straw one was easy though. Aw, Bonnie. If there's anything I could do, let me know. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. I'm so sorry, Bonnie. Aw. Hold on, I'm hot. Aw, Bonnie. If you send me a picture, I'll make them a memorial candle. If you email me his name and picture, I'll make you a memorial candle. My treat. I still owe you a candle anyway. But yeah, Bonnie, send me a picture and his details. I'll make you a beautiful memorial candle. Don't doxo Dawn Marie. No. I know she's going to tell me no, but Bonnie, if you want to come up and let some feelings out, I'm okay with it. Bonnie, what scent do you want his candle? That's my biggest fear, is losing my mom, because then I have no parents left. Ah, thanks, Tinker. You don't have to, though. It could be, I'll do it from me. She'll regret that now. Bonnie, pick a scent. Give me some scents that you want. Or that you like. I know you told me and I forgot. Thank you, Tinker. That's tough. I'm telling you, it is my biggest fear. Because I lost my dad. And now there's only one parent left. And she's getting old. It is hard, Wintermoon. You speak to Monkey's mama. She just lost her dad. But you know what my mom said? And she's right. Better to lose a parent than a parent losing a child. We expect our parents to die. We don't expect our kids to die. So I'd much rather bury a parent than a parent burying me. You know? So that is a plus side. It's true. I remember my sister-in-law lost both parents. She's like, I have no parents now. I'm waiting on Bonnie to tell me what scent she likes. Because I don't know. I know she told me and I forgot. Because I'm horrible. People have to email me. I need it like in writing. People tell me stuff I just don't remember. Yeah, mods. Make yourself useful, mods. I agree, Rainey. And hopefully I'll never, ever, ever join that club. Tinker, if you go to PayPal, it'll probably pull up. Since you PayPal me before, it probably will pull up. Bonnie, what scent? I need scents. And I'm going to give it to Red Dragon to remind me, to remember. Hey, Kalea. Love waking up. I'm finally alive. Gonna have to rewind. Yeah. Yeah, give up scents, woman. I need to know what scents, Bonnie. I know you told me once, and I just forgot. And then I made some candles for you, and then you said something different than the ones I made. I'm like, all right, she's not gonna like them. So just give me some scents. I'm gonna make them tonight, I promise. Oh, that's not good, Wyoming. Why is Bonnie avoiding this question? Don't avoid me, Bonnie. Aw, really? I know she's not answering me. Life is precious. I agree with that. It is serious. I agree. I know someone that went through an aneurysm. Hey, Katrina. I'm not really talkative. I'm waiting on Bonnie. Oh, Bonnie. Hey, Ann. Ann, you always come in late. You always come in like as I'm ending. So while I wait for Bonnie to answer me, is there anything you guys want to talk about? Anything you guys want to see? Because like I said, I really don't have much to talk about. Oh, I know what I want to show you guys. Did you guys hear about the 14-year-old that fell off the Orlando ride? Did you guys see this or hear about this? Oh my, did you watch the video, Winter? Holy crap. This is sad. Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. I just want you to know this is a big trigger warning. 14-year-old fell to his death off a ride that in Orlando, and you can hear it. It's sad. Hold on, let me pull it up. I can't even imagine the videographer. I can't even imagine the people next to him. Yeah, hold on. It's sad. Yeah. All right. Let me just say the girl who has the video had 2,000 views this morning. She now has 147,000. All right. Trigger warning. I just want you guys to know this is a trigger warning. I believe it's this kid.
Y'all have been on here before?
I get it.
I've never had it either.
That's great. That's fucking
You know how you're going? 430 feet.
That's great.
Coming down 75 miles per hour.
Why does this have like the little click to it? Like the seatbelt?
Seatbelt?
Yeah.
Right. You know who Penny Rogers is? Yeah. I work at Hunt House Back Casino, so if you see my red balloon up there to be ready, you pop it, you drop. Woo! A lot of times we keep you up there as long as you want for 90 seconds.
Yo, make it go faster than 75.
Oh, there's more people in here. I'll come down at 80.
Can you imagine how that guy feels now? He's with them. And he's like, oh, make it go faster than 75.
Go Was that like an invite or?
It's $12, man. Yeah, it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. That's all right. I want to keep my food in my belly for now.
I'll be sure to share mine with you.
Now, let me just say, you would think with the seatbelts like that, they would be fine. Like, there's no reason for them to question any of it.
If you come back down.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, let's step up.
Oh shit.
Hey, you check your seatbelt or let's not? Seatbelt.
Nope.
Seatbelt.
Yeah. Damn, I feel like I'm in a whatchamacallit, in a not a solarium. What do you call it? The show where you see the stars?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit sound like a machine.
Okay, but Winter Moon, here's the thing. Those shoulder straps are supposed to hold you even if your seatbelt is not working. That's what's so surprising, is that he completely got thrown out.
From like the Avengers. Powering up.
In Orlando.
Going to the quantum realm. I'd be laughing if they don't land right here. Are they gonna land in the same spot that they came in? Yeah. Cool. I want to watch their faces.
Trigger warning. That's all I'm going to say is big trigger warning right here. Hey, Jonathan.
Remember, my arm hurts already. Here we go.
You see that? He got fucking thrown out that high up. Just straight down. Is that fucking sad or what? I watched it like 36 times. That's how I knew exactly where to pause it. Isn't that fucking sad? They didn't even know what to do. They had no idea what to do. Fucking crazy. It's over. The ride's only been in existence for 3 months. And it's scary because there was another death at that same park recently. I've seen it like 10 times, so yeah. It's scary. No, the person died on the scene. Well, he didn't die on the scene. He died at the hospital. 14 years old. I know, you could hear it. It's horrible. I did. I watched it so many times. I know. You can hear it. Because he was pretty high up. And he just went flying out. It's crazy. I don't know either, Wintermoon. Let's see if the news knows.
Your side.
Hold on.
Are you talking about the person that fell out of the slingshot? Yes. Yeah.
The ride was going, and during the middle of the ride, the guy just came off.
Horror in the middle of a place built to inspire happiness. Less than 24 hours ago, a 14-year-old was killed after falling from a ride at Orlando's Icon Park. Tonight, while his family, friends, and community mourn his death, questions about why this happened remain.
Tyrese Sampson, a 14-year-old from Missouri, boarded the free fall ride just after 11 o'clock last night. And tonight, the investigation remains on the scene as they have been since the start of this accident. Also on the scene, West 2, Sanait Gebregeregis. And Sanait, what can you tell us about the incident and the young man involved?
Luana, Stu, the lights are out and the ride is closed and will remain closed at least until the investigation wraps up. Along with investigators, heartbroken family members, and those who loved Tyrese Sampson want to know exactly how and why he fell to his death. A spring break trip ends in tragedy.
I lost when?
The father of 14-year-old Tyrese Sampson says his son should still be alive.
Sorry is not going to take it back. And no monies, no nothing in the world to replace that young man. A young man, bright future been taken away from him. And over a ride.
Investigators say Sampson was on vacation visiting Orlando from Missouri. On Thursday, he and some friends got on the free fall ride at Icon Park just after 11 p.m. Minutes later, calls for help.
Tell me exactly what happened.
The ride was going, and during the middle of the ride, the guy just came off.
A video briefly shared on social media caught the terrifying moment where Sampson appears to be falling out of his seat. A spokesperson for the ride says all seats are supposed to lock before anything starts.
And if they have to lock, or else the ride will not operate. So this is what we're looking into.
The sheriff says his office will determine whether this was an accident or if criminal charges need to be filed.
He was very mild-mannered, light-spoken. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am, everything. Honor roll student.
Sampson's football coach in St. Louis, Missouri says that the 14-year-old was looking forward to freshman year in high school this upcoming fall and says he had dreams of pursuing the sport he loved so much.
I'm still trying to ball it all in right now. You know, he had 25 other brothers, you know, on the team. And they, you know, it's me having to tell them the situation. It's just, you know, it's just trying to figure out, you know, how to deal with 25 emotions.
Tonight, Icon Park released a statement saying it is committed to being a fun and safe place for families and that it is working closely with law enforcement. Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Affairs will determine how Sampson fell off that ride. Reporting live from Icon Park, Sanay Gebregeregis, West 2 News.
Okay. As far as him being too big to seatbelt, that's what those arm straps are for. Those arm straps, the bigger you are, the safer you are. So even if a seatbelt across the bottom wouldn't have worked, that top should have held him no matter what. So, hey, Texas, so I don't understand how it happened. And I don't know what criminal charges would be filed. Are they saying that the ride guy did it on purpose? Like, I don't get what criminal charges could possibly be filed. You know, obviously against the park, yeah, but oh, I know. There are a lot of them. I can't believe they wouldn't shut it down indefinitely, though.
Are you talking about the person?
My name is... We do begin with
Hearing those who knew 14-year-old Tyree Sampson, the 8th grader, died on the free fall ride in Orlando. And tonight, so many questions still. Nico Clemens is live in the Tampa News Center with more on the tragedy. Nico?
Just an absolute tragedy for the family of this young man. We've heard from quite a few people today, from law enforcement to the ride's operators to Sampson's football coach. But still, the only question that matters tonight: how did this happen?
They didn't secure the seatbelt on him. Okay, when he fell, was he up off the ground? Yeah, he was up. He was on the ride already.
The biggest thing is you don't question things that's supposed to happen if they teach you that.
However, there are more questions than answers. After 14-year-old Tyree Sampson fell from an Orlando theme park ride and lost his life, his most recent football coach remembers him as a good person.
Like I say, straight A student, never did anything wrong, never got in trouble.
Inspectors started their work Friday, going through the attraction, piecing together how this happened. The Orange County Sheriff says his office's role is to determine whether this was an accident or intentional act.
This does appear just to be a terrible tragedy.
The Slingshot Group of companies operates the ride. A representative says there are safety checks in place before it launches.
The ride will not operate if those checks are not green lighted. So again, everything was functioning properly when the ride started. What we don't know is what happened after that.
The ride, which opened only a few months ago, is now closed indefinitely. Sampson's football coach is telling his players to stay strong and keep his name alive.
I knew he had a bright future because he was just a great kid, man.
The Orange County Sheriff says his office has no reports of any issues with this ride before. Sampson School, they sent a letter to families today saying they are making plans to honor and memorialize the teen. And right now they are collecting donations for his family, but this investigation is far from over. In the Tampa newsroom, Nico Clemens, 8 on your side.
This is Channel 9 Eyewitness News at 6.
6. An immune.
Yeah, man.
The painful cries from the father of the 14-year-old boy who fell to his death on an Orlando ride last night, and the lingering questions about how it happened. The Orlando freefall ride at Icon Park remains closed as investigators try to figure out how this all happened. Good evening, I'm Vanessa Eccles.
And I'm Martha Sigalski. This is just a horrific story. That ride officially opened just a few months ago. This is video of the scene from today. You can see those inspectors assessing the seat, which is believed to be the seat that 14-year-old boy was in. Also, tonight, we do have live team coverage on this tragedy. Channel 9 investigative reporter Christopher Heath is digging into how often this ride gets inspected and looking at those inspection reports. But we begin tonight with Channel 9 Shannon Butler, who's been working all day to find out just how this happened. Shannon, the Orange County Sheriff says this appears to be just a tragic accident.
Well, he does, and witnesses that were here last night told me they watched the ride go up and it didn't seem like anything was wrong. They said it went up to the top, it came back down, came to that stop like it always does. That's when they say that the 14-year-old came underneath one of those blue harnesses and fell to the ground. Dispatchers tried to get people to give him CPR, but those callers to 911 said it was too late. Gary Winthrop was at Icon Park last night watching the free fall ride.
The ride goes up and it goes up and we're kind of watching it. Next thing you know, it starts coming down. We're like, oh, and everybody's screaming, normal, ride type of thing.
They never thought
I think it was his dad that was taking the video.
he would see what happened next.
It comes down, I guess it halted on the brakes, because, it comes kind of closer. And then he slides right out.
14-year-old Tyree Sampson was on the ride around 11 o'clock last night when he fell to his death. People called 911 trying to help him.
The thing went down the drop, and when they got closer to the bottom, when it hit the brakes, the guy fell right out of the seat and bam, straight through the chair.
The sheriff's office said that he was here from Missouri with another family on vacation. Today, investigators were out measuring the seat he was riding in as they worked to try to figure out what went wrong. Today, the sheriff's office says early findings show that this was just a tragic accident, but it is still unclear how and why Sampson was thrown from the ride. The sheriff said that workers that were interviewed did not see anything wrong before the ride went up, and you can hear the workers after the fall saying that those checks were done.
You guys are sure you checked it?
Now, right now, you can see this ride is shut down
night,
as
Ann.
investigators continue to try to figure out what went wrong here. It is unclear when this ride will reopen. As for the family, they say he was here on spring break. He is a fierce football player, they said, and a good student. They are devastated by what's happened here. We are live in Orlando. Shannon Butler, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
And new this hour, we are hearing from that heartbroken father of the 14-year-old killed. He says when he heard what happened, it knocked the wind out of him.
Sorry is not going to take it back. And no monies, no nothing in the world can replace that young man. And it's just sad. It's sad. A young man, bright future, been taken away from him, and over a ride or amusement park.
Maybe it was a stepfather.
That father says the pain he's feeling is never going to go away.
The company behind the Orlando Freefall at Icon Park says it's the tallest freestanding drop tower in the world at 430 feet tall. It can hold 30 riders at once. When they get to the top of the tower, riders are tilted forward 30 degrees toward the ground. Then they free fall nearly 400 feet, reaching speeds of 75 miles per hour. Now take a look at this. This is video from the day the ride opened. This was in late December. You can see employees there were going around to each rider and tugging on the harness to make sure the riders were locked in before they were hoisted into the air. Rides like this are subjected to inspections by the State Department of Agriculture. They're required to have a certificate of insurance and an annual affidavit of compliance and testing performed by a professional engineer or qualified inspector.
And that ride would have had to been inspected before it opened in December, but since it's only been open for a few months, it wasn't yet due for any re-inspections. Channel 9 investigative reporter Christopher Heath obtained the U.S. and Internet.
What could have happened, now that they said that, it may not have been locked. And if it wasn't locked, that's why he went flying out. But on the flip side, if it wasn't locked, it would have went flying up. And it never went flying up, according to them. They said that he kind of slid out under. So I don't know.
National patents for the ride and continues our team coverage with more details about the attraction.
The thing we are looking for is information about the seats. In the United States, there are 3 of these large 400-foot drop towers, 2 built by a company out of Liechtenstein. Both of these have a belt that connects the shoulder restraint to the seat, but the one in Orlando was built by an Austrian company, and it has no such belt. The ride that claimed a teen's life in Orlando had only been in operation for a few months. The state was required to inspect it before opening.
But if it's not locked, Winter Moon, it would have went flying up, and it didn't. According to the people, it never went flying up, which means it was locked.
Today, crews were inspecting the ride again, testing the seats. You can see here men walking from chair to chair, checking the shoulder restraints. State law requires daily inspections, which spokesman John Stein says the company was doing.
We work with the Florida Department.
There is no buckle around his waist. That's what they just said, that it's an Austrian company and there is no buckle.
Of Agriculture. They do their inspections. We do a daily inspection on our rides before we open.
In documents released to Eyewitness News from the Florida Department of Agriculture, you can see here the ride was inspected on Monday, December the 20th. That's less than 4 months ago. It passed with state inspection specialist Mark Gonzalez signing off on the ride. As for the ride itself, the manufacturer is a company called Funtime. The Austrian company has a series of U.S. and international patents for the ride. Most that we found deal with the tower with just one mention of seats or harnesses, but no specifics. As for how the harness failed or if it was never secured properly in the first place, that will be determined by a series of inspections across several levels of the government.
It is ongoing, and we are working with Orange County Sheriff's Office as well as
Funtime. The Austrian company has a series of U.S. and international patents for the ride. Here, the ride was inspected on Monday, December the 20th. That's less than 4 months ago. It passed with state inspection.
Randy, that's what I'm saying.
Specialist Mark Gonzalez signing off on the ride. As for the ride itself, the manufacturer is a company called Funtime. The Austrian company has a series of U.S. and international patents for the ride. Most that we found deal with the tower with just one mention of seats or harnesses, but no specifics. As for how the harness failed or if it was never secured properly in the first place, that will be determined by a series of inspections across several levels of the government.
It is ongoing, and
I
we
ain't
are
go back
working with
far
Orange
enough.
County Sheriff.
Compliance and testing performed by a professional.
Fort opened in December, but since it's only been up, reporter Christopher coverage with more.
Information about the seats. In the United States, there are 3 of these large 400-foot drop towers, 2 built by a company out of Liechtenstein. Both of these have a belt that connects the shoulder restraint to the seat, but the one in Orlando was built by an Austrian company, and it has no such belt.
See, it has no such belt. So that's how this happened.
The ride that claimed a teen's life in Orlando had only been in operation for a few months. The state was required to inspect it before opening. Today, crews were inspecting the ride again, testing the seats. You can see here men walking from chair to chair, checking the shoulder restraints. State law requires daily inspections, which spokesman John Stein says the company was doing.
We work with the Florida Department of Agriculture. They do their inspections. We do a daily inspection on our rides before we open.
In documents released to Eyewitness News from the Florida Department of Agriculture, you can see here the ride was inspected on Monday, December.
Because anyone that's ever rode those rides or even roller coasters like that, what they're saying is the other 2 companies, you have that harness and then you have the seatbelt that goes through the harness, so there's no way you're getting out. This one didn't have that seatbelt that went through the harness to hold the harness down. That's what they're saying. It's only been in operation for 3 months and already somebody died. Yeah, that's a problem.
December the 20th. That's
Hey,
less
Joy.
than 4 months ago. It passed with state inspection specialist Mark Gonzalez signing off on the ride. As for the ride itself, the manufacturer is a company called Funtime. The Austrian company has a series of U.S. and international patents for the ride. Most that we found deal with the tower with just one mention of seats or harnesses, but no specifics. As for how the harness failed or if it was never secured properly in the first place, that will be determined by a series of inspections across several levels of the government.
It is ongoing, and we are working with Orange County Sheriff's Office as well as other agencies that have yet to be engaged but will be engaged.
Christopher Heath, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
This young man's tragic death has drawn attention from all over, and the rides being closed at Icon Park also, that has people talking as well. Channel 9's Nick Papantonis continues our live team coverage at Icon Park. And Nick, people weren't necessarily there to see it, but everyone you've talked with has been affected in some way.
Yeah, there's been a steady stream of people here at Icon Park looking up toward the sky, trying to picture their friends or family members or children even riding this ride in that teenager's place. There's even been a memorial that started here with people laying flowers down at the base of the ride, honoring the teen who died. This is about the time of the day where people start heading out to eat and have fun in this district. Some of the tourists told me not everyone knows just what happened yet. We've been getting a lot of questions just standing here. But the news spread pretty quickly last night. People say there's been an uneasiness up and down the road. Everyone silently saying to themselves, this could have been me.
I can't imagine that kind of thing happening right in front of me, you know? So it's like a regular night, a regular spring break night.
I got a kid and she's 11. She loves stuff like that, but I don't think she's going to be getting on these no more.
This is the second drop ride death in the United States since this fall. A 6-year-old died out in Colorado back in September after she wasn't properly restrained inside the ride. However, amusement park rides have been increasingly rare since the turn of the century, falling quite a bit in amount compared to how many people ride these rides. We're going to be taking a look at that in depth tonight on WFTV Tonight at 11. Live in Orange County, Nick Papantonis, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
We're going to continue digging into what happened last night at Icon Park. We'll have any new developments on air and online at WFTV.com.
This is
Crazy. Crazy. I want to see what else they followed up with.
Orange County deputies say a
Yeah, they didn't follow up. That was the last one. Sad.
Let's get to our breaking news in Orange County this morning, where a teen fell from a ride on I-Drive and died.
Yeah, this is just horrible. It happened just after 11 o'clock at Icon Park. Deputies say the boy was riding the Orlando Free Fall. The tallest. Channel 9's Chris was just 14.
My heart is broken, and he fell to his death. I'm told the Orlando Freefall ride will remain closed indefinitely while investigators happened. This is video from overnight of the scene. Here's what we know so far. It happened just after 11 o'clock last night. The teen.
Yeah, but you know what's interesting about slingshots? Nobody ever really gets hurt. I mean, you see people get all fucked up on them, but not like really. You don't hear about strings breaking too often.
Deputies cleared the scene around 3 this morning. The investigation still in the very this morning. We did and operates.
And we're going to do everything we can.
We were at the ride's grand opening just back in January. It's billed as the world's tallest freestanding drop tower. It's tallest billed as the ride's grand opening.
See, it does lock, though. I don't see how something happened. You are harnessed in, and this is locked. I don't get how it happened. I mean, obviously it popped open somehow, but I just don't get how. Yeah, but they're saying that it wouldn't have rode if that happened. And if it didn't, what I'm saying is if it didn't lock properly, it should have gone flying up. But they're not saying it went flying up. They're saying that he slid out from underneath, which doesn't make any sense. Because this does look like it locks into place.
Back in January, it's billed as the world's tallest freestanding drop tower. It's 430 feet tall. The Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services is in charge of inspecting amusement
I was at Old Town
park rides in the state, and the company tells me they will be working closely with the state to investigate this fall and how it happened. We will also be working to request past inspection reports for this ride. And as we learn any new information about this awful story, we'll be sure to keep you updated. Reporting live along I-Drive, Christy Turner, Channel 9, Eyewitness News.
He didn't fall out till it slowed as it was coming down. So what do you think happened? You would think it would fly up. I don't know, but I can't even imagine what went through his head. I could not even imagine. Hey, Proud Aussie. This must be what you're talking about. Hang on. Well, that was lame. There's a slingshot death. I mean, a slingshot. But they seem fine. Well, I never heard of this one. That's kind of scary. Hold on. I'll show you guys.
Falling from the sky ride at Lagoon Amusement Park in Farmington, Utah. Dramatic video showed the man hanging off the ride before he fell about 50 feet to the ground.
Scenes like this are recorded by tourists at Lagoon every day the park is open.
I took a video everywhere. I logged everywhere, watching everywhere.
Lucy Grace Estilia is visiting Utah and spent Saturday at Lagoon to celebrate a birthday. She was not prepared for what her camera was about to capture.
My husband noticed there's a guy hanging on that ride. Why is doing like that?
That's Lucy's voice, stunned at the sight of a man hanging from the sky ride.
I'm thinking this is just a professional gymnast or a stunt.
But that wasn't a professional. Just after leaving the view of the camera, the man fell. Farmington police say it happened around 6 o'clock Saturday. The initial investigation found the ride system and car did not malfunction.
The Skyride has operated without incident since 1974.
Lagoon says the Skyride has a flawless safety record that dates back nearly 50 years. It's unclear how or why the man wasn't seated.
Every ride has safety information printed and either recorded or said verbally. And those, that safety information is for the safety of the guests.
The incident is one that Lucy won't soon forget.
Last time I was not able to sleep thinking of that man.
I spoke with Dr. Douglas Goldsmith, a child psychologist. The video appears to show adults and children alike within an eye's view of the man. Dozens like Lucy witnessed the traumatic event.
Many of the children, for many of the adults, over the coming week, they may find some sleep disturbance. They may find it very difficult to erase that image in their head. We're going to become concerned if after weeks or months that is still an intrusive image.
He urges parents of kids who are struggling with mental trauma to provide reassurance of theme park safety.
We need to really talk about the fact that, this wasn't a problem with the ride or lagoon.
After the fall, the man was flown to University of Utah Hospital in critical condition, but died.
That's so weird. Like, why would you want to kill yourself and do it that way? That's an odd way to kill yourself. You know what I mean? Why would you want to kill yourself in front of a bunch of kids? Freaky. Oh.
A shocked Metro Atlanta when we first told you about it. A Cobb High School field trip took a turn for the worse when a teenager actually died. A lawsuit over the incident was first thrown out of court, but this week, a judge allowed that case to move forward.
In a CBS 46 exclusive, our Beth Yates has a one-on-one sit-down with the victim's mom and her attorney, and we do want to warn you that some of the video in this story is going to be tough to watch.
That first call was he's missing. Now you're telling me that you located his body? So, yeah, it was It was just utter disbelief.
Adele Forbes vividly remembers the horrific day in February 2016 when she got the news of her son Tamori Jackson's death.
All along, I was told that no one knew what happened. But once I saw the video, I realized that how could you not know what happened?
Tamori was on Cobb High School's annual trip to Belize. The students had just landed, and prior to going to the hotel, they stopped at the Cyburn River. Tamori was equipped with a GoPro, which captured everything, including his drowning.
You can just tell that Tamari is having difficulty swimming, and you can hear him yell for help 3 times. You can hear him reaching out, and the kids basically ignored him, but you can also see what the chaperones are not doing.
A wrongful death lawsuit was filed against Cobb County, the school district, the chaperones, and Monkey Bay Wildlife Sanctuary, where the trip was being held. The case against the county, the school district, and some of the chaperones were dismissed because they have immunity. The trial court dismissed the claims against the remaining defendants, finding they filed too late.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
But because of a recent appellate court decision reversing the trial court's ruling, some of the people involved could be held accountable.
Well, we took the position. This was a Georgia field trip from a Georgia school, Georgia children, Georgia chaperones, Georgia death. And we felt that the state of Georgia had an interest in what happened to
Hell yeah, I'd sue fucking all of them.
citizens when they're traveling abroad.
And in the strange twist of events, the GoPro video that is now a key piece of evidence was originally missing.
But unfortunately, when his body was found, which is probably about 6 or 7 hours after he drowned, when his body was found in the Cyburn River and turned over to the authorities, there was no GoPro. And that, of course, raised our eyebrow because the GoPro was on his body, but it was missing. So about a year later, miraculously, we get a courier from the U.S. Embassy and from the State Department where the GoPro had been found.
And now, with that key piece of evidence on her side, Adele is hopeful the lawsuit will bring closure, but she knows it will never undo what happened.
I'm constantly reminded of, okay, well, what would Tamari have been doing? His class graduated in May, and that was really hard for me because that was a milestone that he missed.
No word yet on when the trial will go back to court. Bobeth Yates, CBS 46 News.
Oh,
A shocked
hell no. I'd be fucking suing everybody. That's crazy. That's sad. Have we had enough torture for one night? This all started with incense. Crazy. Ah. Whoa. We know about it. Harmony Montgomery's dad's girlfriend was found dead. Did we know about that? What grade was what? She was junior high. That's crazy. No, I didn't remember. After I read it, I kind of remember. Oh, Bob Saget was drugged. Um, yeah, that's what it said. Saget, yeah, but it was from Joseph Morris. Are you guys ready for the last one? You may find this disturbing.
The families of two young men who were killed instantly while speeding earlier this year have released this dramatic footage of the pair's final moments. 20-year-old Carl Kerford and his friend 21-year-old Michael Owen are seen here videoing their journey as they reach speeds of up to 90 miles per hour in the Sussex countryside. The inquest heard how the two friends, both from Royal Tunbridge Wells but staying in Crowborough at the time, had taken a cocktail of illegal and prescribed drugs. This video was found on Michael's phone, which was discovered under a tree at the crash scene the following morning. Both families have supported the release of the footage to act as a stark warning to others.
Don't drink, don't drive and do drugs. Whew. I thought I was hidden. I was scared. No, why would you be hidden? Well, voices, what's the matter? Oh, am I sick that I like all that stuff? Does that make me a sick person? Oh, the spoon just fell. Voice, why are you upset? What happened? All right, Wyoming. So it's not just me. All right, you don't want to drag me into this, but you came in here saying that you were upset. So I guess that's kind of makes me in it. Huh. They said new UFO files came out. I saw it on Fox News. They're not going to say anything.
Voice is joined.
Hey.
Some people around here are aliens.
So one attempts to tell their truth, and quickly, everything you've ever done, you're a liar, you're a cheat, you're disloyal. And when you back things up with receipts, then they double down.
All right, who's they?
The recliner bitch and her fucking weapon of mass destruction.
Okay. What I miss? What happened?
Oh, well, we did a panel tonight to talk about exactly how bad YouTube can be when the boundaries get crossed.
Okay.
And how one person, the recliner bitch, can facilitate and pull the strings behind the scenes to cause drama and chaos and hurt in other people's lives. And then goes and brings back a person who threatened to kill their children. Killed them. Yeah, Mandy C threatened to kill Natasha, her kids, like you name it. She threatened it. I played multiple recordings tonight from just one night's live stream. Now Natasha's brought her back into the community. And this is a person who, during my family's worst time of losing my mother, got involved and is part of the reason I don't have my mom's ashes. Because she fucked with my brother at a really bad time too.
Okay. But let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
And I want you to think about your answer while I go get a drink.
Okay.
But I need you to really don't answer right away. Think about your answer.
Okay.
You're not part of Natasha's community anymore.
Nope.
Why does, and I'm not sticking up for Natasha, but why does anybody care who Natasha forgives or does not forgive? That's technically nobody else's business.
I get that.
But hold on, I want to get a drink. But I want you to think about why there was a panel about that. That's my question.
Oh, yep. That's
Hold that thought.
great.
Hold that thought.
Yes, I can see chat.
Okay. Sorry about that. But tell me honestly, why does anybody care who Natasha brings back?
I guess my bigger thing, it wasn't so much like I could give two shits less that this person is back on her panel.
Okay.
What I'm upset about is that she's being welcomed back into a fold where she can be very dangerous.
But nobody can hurt you unless you allow them to.
I understand that. I guess my other thing was I've been really big and open and honest about sharing my story.
Okay.
And this was part of my story that I hadn't shared because I was afraid if I spoke her name, she would appear. And now she's back.
Okay.
And this person, like, I don't ever want to go back over and assimilate into that community ever again because I'm better than that. I don't plan on going anywhere.
Okay.
But I want everybody to understand exactly how dangerous that person is. The person almost cost me my brother again.
But what happened with you? I don't care what happened with NC. What happened with you?
She
And her.
tried to be my friend and tried to help me get my mom's ashes. And then at a time when it was very, very strained and very difficult in my family, she then starts telling my brother all the naughty things that I've ever done on YouTube. To then find out that my brother tells her my disability is that I'm lazy, that I've never done anything with my life, that I wasn't raised like them. You're right, I wasn't. Because I was an only child for 10 years. You know, there's...
Why would your brother tell her these things?
Because my brother and I have been estranged for years. Since my sister was killed, because our family was divided when my sister was killed. There were a whole bunch of other dynamics.
Okay.
When my sister was killed, there was a lawsuit.
Okay.
And it divided our family because I didn't feel like joining in the lawsuit. And my brother did.
Okay.
And so he's still very angry because I wouldn't side with my dad, my brother, and my sister. I sided with my grandmother.
Okay.
So an attempt to shame me.
Take a breath. Relax.
Yep, I am. In an attempt to shame me, he'll say whatever he has to. My brother doesn't even know me. I was 13 when my brother was born. My brother doesn't even know me. I was left home and he was like, let's see, I was 18 and Nancy was 8. So Robbie was 6 when I left home. I don't even know my brother.
All right. And some woman contacts him out of the clear blue and she's talking to him?
Yep. Mandy C. Well, you're a good person. You're a good person. I'll help you out. I'll help you get your mom's ashes. I'll call your brother. I'll convince him. Yeah. And that wasn't why she called my brother. She called my brother to try to get dirt on me.
Okay.
Because nobody can find anything when you Google me. The only thing you can find is my truth, that I was homeless 10 years ago, that I had a drug problem, that I had a drinking and a pill problem. But I never got in trouble. I've never been in jail.
Okay.
So you can't find any dirt on me because there isn't any dirt on me, and I'm open and I'm honest with it.
Why did she want dirt on you, though?
Because she's NC's little fucking flying monkey, and Natasha doesn't like me.
Okay. But why do you think Natasha brought her back? I could tell you right now why Natasha brought her back.
She brought her back to fight off Granny's watching because she knows
Yep.
that Granny's fucking vile.
That's exactly right.
Because she can't get around Jessica Lynn any other way. So if she brings Mandy back, and that was exactly the whole point of tonight's live on my channel, was to show everybody that this person is fucking dangerous. This woman went to a fucking low to attempt to tell me that she's going to help me get my mother's ashes.
Were you
But in
friends with
return,
her?
yep. I thought we were friends. I really thought we were friends. I thought that somebody that calls me every morning and has coffee with me and talks with me 2 hours a day on the phone, don't you think that that was your friend?
Oh, absolutely.
I thought it was my friend.
Do you think maybe she had good intention?
I don't know, Laura. At this point, I don't even know what to believe.
See, I personally think everybody gives NC way too much power.
Well, if it's not her doing it, she has people to do it for her so her fingers are clean, but then they run back to her like a fucking house elf with a goddamn sock.
Yeah, but I don't think.
Oh, master, give me sock. Master, give me sock.
But in my opinion, I don't think she's asking anybody to do anything. I just
No,
think.
they're just looking to find somebody to love them.
Yeah.
And I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to bring this over here to you. I
Okay.
really did. I shouldn't have come in here with all of this. But I was so fucking angry after being sent a clip that I had to go back and investigate what was said.
But I'll tell you what's not going to help the situation. And some people, I know you're not, but some people are all about the drama.
Oh no, I'm never gonna mention her after tonight. Like,
But
I've got about another 10 minutes that I can continue to melt down, and then it's fucking done. I will not give these people another ounce of my power.
But let me explain to you what I've been noticing. And this is something that I was going to say to Granny's watching, but I'm going to say it here instead. I understand Natasha's frustration with why is everybody coming after me, blah, 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 blah. Because technically speaking, she's not doing anything besides scamming people. But she's not
Right.
doing anything. Like, it's everybody that is close to her or that's following her that's doing everything. And yet nobody goes after them. So, and I had Patreons like this way back in the day where they did everything. I didn't ask them to do shit.
Right.
But their response was, well, they did it for me. Well, I never asked you to do it. I didn't even know you were doing it half the time. But that didn't matter. They still did it. Technically, they said for me. So when everything went to shit, everything fell on me. And I kind of, from what I'm observing, I kind of feel like that's what's happening with Natasha. Is everybody else is doing all this stuff. She's getting the blame for it. And she's sitting there like, what the fuck did I do? I didn't do anything. So I get that about her. I really, truly do. And this is aside from the scamming money. Where's the 20 grand? I mean, we know she's scamming money. But as far as the dirty shit, I don't know. From what I'm observing, I think she takes more heat for that when it's everybody else. And everybody, I think the one thing that's not helping is all these panels about her, because that's fueling all these drama fueled people. Now, I could be wrong. I could be way off. I don't know anybody personally, and I don't know these people personally. And
Right.
nor am
And
I
this is
saying
where I came
Natasha's a
from,
good
Laura.
person. You know, I'm not saying Natasha's a good person because she's not. But I just feel like,
Okay, well, how is it, Laura? How can it be that every person that finally gets free from her, how is it we all have the same fucking story?
okay, let
But
me tell
yet
you
she
something else.
never, I mean, we can verbatim. It is the same thing. Rinse, wash your fucking hands, and repeat. Same shit.
Okay,
But
now
she never does anything wrong. We're all liars and disloyal.
I don't know any of the people involved, so I can't say. But what I can tell you is that many, many people 2 years ago said the exact same story. Like, I was Natasha 2 years ago when I didn't even fucking do anything. And all these people left in order to go to the other side. They had to have the exact same story of all these horrible things I did to them, which a lot of times I never even did. Excuse me. So I don't know if that's what's happening with Natasha or not. I don't know.
And see, I'm
But
so far removed from that community because after I left, and that's when I fully immersed into Molly's community, because before that I jumped around to a lot of places.
yeah, Denise just said it. A lot of ex-mods and subs that wanted to be accepted by the other side had to sell Laura down the river. I
Right,
mean, I
and
have
that's
a
not
lot of real people that have seen it, and I'm not just making this up. And that's my point is, I
right,
don't
but
know
that's not what's happening over there, Laura. That is not.
Are you
There is no
sure?
reason. There is no, okay, listen, okay. So did you miss, I guess you probably didn't see the first part of my live. Luann Hunter. Luann, will you put a 1 in chat if it's okay for me to speak freely about this one, because this is our friendship anniversary today. Okay, so did you see the video that I shared on my community tab tonight? Okay, if you go look at my community tab, this is how I got on her radar. Luann was a subscriber of Natasha's.
Mm-hmm.
Luann also supported Brittany from Mysterious Case Files.
I don't know who that is.
I know she's no longer around because she's been knocked off the air. She was canceled.
Okay.
Not by myself, but so the minute that Natasha saw that one of her biggest high dollar members was supporting another channel, the first fucking thing she did was say, well, this, I don't understand how Luann can afford this, because XYZ is Luann's situation and she only does XYZ, and I'm really concerned about her.
Okay.
And given Luann's status that Natasha outed, it's a protected class. That's a terms of service violation. I 100% stood up for Luann and said to Natasha, you can't do that. Natasha said, well, this is about my concern for Luann, which that would have been fine had she gone to Luann privately as a creator to a subscriber and said, hey, I'm concerned about this. But the minute that she took it public, she broke terms of service. Now, mind you, I was really new to this kind of stuff. Didn't understand exactly how everything worked, but I did know that that was against the rules.
But there's a lot of things that all creators do that are against the rules, including myself. So
Okay.
that's why I don't agree with, oh, this broke terms service, that broke terms. And that's nothing against Luann. I don't know the whole story, but we all break terms of service. Every single one of us breaks terms of service every day. But one little thing or another.
Yes. Well, all right. I guess I was more standing up coming from a disabled person's standpoint.
Okay.
I'm open and honest with that, with the fact that I know I'm open and honest with that, but not everybody is. And having somebody out that is not an okay thing to do.
I agree.
All right. So, that being said, that's what started it off. Yes, that was exactly it, Luann. She did. She called her and had the mods listening in. And then she went live and played whatever. It was bad. And I stuck up for Luann. And that caused Natasha Cooper to question my gender.
Okay. That was a Natasha retaliation.
I don't give two fucks what it was. Now I've got strike 2 against a person who wants to who say that, act like she's the almighty king god on the true crime corner of YouTube, who's now done 2 things back to back that are fucking wrong.
But she's not worth the energy. Like she said earlier, I heard, I didn't even listen to the clip, but oh, Laura looks like a man. Who cares what she thinks? Like, who is she? She's a fat little fucking weeble wobble. Who gives a fuck what she thinks? Like, for
Okay, and
real.
that was a year ago. That was a year ago. And now look where it's gotten to.
But
it started off with the TOS violations, and now there's 20 fucking thousand. Where's it at? That's my point.
Don't let her
One leads to the next.
But
The
don't
minute
let
we
it
start
get to
turning,
you. It's not your 20 grand. Don't let it get to you.
I don't care. My part that had me worked up was I had her. I legit had her ass. Dead to rights to cancel her off.
Okay, hold on. Let me let you in on a little secret. Nobody is going to let me rephrase that. Nobody is going to beat a true narcissist. Natasha has proven multiple times she is a true narc. I've told Randy this. I'm telling you this. You're never going to beat her. Don't even try. Just move on.
No, and that was it. I did. I gave that opportunity up. And now I'm mad. This is just the tip of the iceberg, because this leads to it just leads to so much more. It starts here. It starts with one live, and then it ends up look where Natasha and Granny are at. I mean, they're in a full-out war where she had to bring somebody back in.
But I warned Granny a month ago, you're not going to beat her. Stop. Just stop now. She's got to learn the hard way. I have told her over and over and over, walk away. She is going to beat you. She's going to not quit until she wins. Natasha will not lose. And I don't know why people don't grasp this concept. She has a line of people that are hurt for over a year. She's not going to lose. She will stop at nothing to win. That is why you cannot let her get to you. You just have to just chalk it up and move on.
That's where I'm at. I mean, I was so agitated. When I came in here tonight, and now I think I'm just hurt. I think I'm just hurt.
Jill just said, but Granny just did a live chat and talked about what she learned today. She will still bring awareness, but not engage with her personally and do it differently. Let someone else stop her. Voices. Exactly. Yeah. NC will not lose. I don't know how many times I can say this. Her personality, I've been watching for a while. She will not lose. She will stop at nothing to make sure she wins. So sometimes you just have to, hey, doohickey. Sometimes you just have to let somebody win. Okay, let her
If she
win.
wants to win this pissing contest, she can have it because I
That's
am.
what I'm saying. You just let her win because she's not worth the emotions to fight with her. And this is what I've told Granny time and time again. But Granny wants to learn her way, and I completely understand
I
that
can
because
respect
I was
that.
like that too 2 years ago. That was me. I totally get it. But sometimes you just have to know when to throw the cards in. And knowing that she's still affecting you from over a year ago, it's you have to let it go
Well,
and
it's
just
not.
say, okay, you win.
It's not this time. It's not her. It's the other one.
Same thing though.
I know.
Same thing.
That one's going to be a little bit harder to get over.
I
Because
understand.
it's part of the person that I don't have
I
my
do
mom's
understand.
ashes. I don't have her ashes. I don't know where she is.
But but you have to look at it this way. With Mandy, you weren't going to get him anyway from your brother. So, regardless of what Mandy did, it probably wouldn't have changed the outcome anyway. Because if your brother's telling these things to somebody on the internet that he's never met,
I
it
know.
says a lot about your brother, and he was never going to give you anything to begin with. And that's why you just let it go.
That one's a little bit harder to let go of, though.
I know, but there's an old saying, holding on to anger is like having your neighbor across the street drink poison.
I know.
And expecting, I'm sorry, you
Yeah,
drinking poison and
like you
expecting
drinking poison, expecting your neighbor to die.
and
I
that's
know.
what happens when you hold on to anger. So you're drinking the poison, expecting Mandy to die. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Or expecting NC. It's not going to happen. They're not
I knew it
holding
was
on
that
to this
easy.
anger. You shouldn't either. And one thing I do see about NC's community, which I'm going to give you some advice on not to do it unless they're your close friends, stop white knighting for everybody. And I see Granny doing it too. Stop white knighting. Whatever issues Mrs. P has with Natasha, let Miss P handle it. Whatever issues this one has, let them handle it because that's what happens. And then, you guys get people, and not you per se, I'm saying anybody. You guys
Right.
get people, then Natasha gets people, that it's never ending. So my advice, stop white knighting. Whoever got hurt by Natasha or anybody else, let them handle it. Unless somebody personally went after you, and I absolutely understand your issues with what's her name? With Mandy, and I understand why that hurts. And I would never expect you to forgive her for it, but it's not worth you getting so upset a year later, or then having all these other feelings.
We're only 6 months out.
All right, even a month. You got to learn to just let it go. These people can't hurt you any more than they already did. But getting a group together to talk about Natasha's victims, to me, is ridiculous. It really is.
Okay.
Natasha can handle herself. And each one of these people is nothing wrong with people letting out their feelings once in a while. I totally get it. And I understand you never had a panel like that before. And I agree with you. Every once in a while, it's fine. But some of the people on your panel, from what I heard, are not great people either. And it just becomes a never ending cycle.
I guess that's all in perspective. You know, I mean, because you might like somebody that
I didn't know anybody on your panel.
right.
I knew
They
their
come
names.
from my side of the YouTube streets where I came from.
Like, I knew the names. I heard some of the names,
Yep.
but I didn't know who they were. Like, to me, TT is truthfully Trisha. And
Oh,
then
okay.
then I heard no, TT is Truth Teller, but I
Truth
know
teller.
TT as truthfully Trisha.
Right.
So
Nope.
it's just
That
all,
is that's truth
everyone on
teller.
the panel, I didn't know who anybody was.
And I understand that. Yep. Nope. that was truth teller. And I'm sorry, given what has come out about that woman and her past, I 100% support the fact that she came in under an alt and didn't tell anybody who she was. If you knew that woman's story, you would be in tears too. So that being said, I wouldn't have told anybody. I mean, I seriously, after tonight, I thought about shutting everything down and creating a new alt and a new screen name and never telling another motherfucker another thing about myself and just going dark. Because I don't know if I can handle what is going to be coming at me for my mental health and for the protection of anybody that's a part of my channel. Because
But
I know what these
I don't
fucking...
understand. What do you mean coming at you? Who's coming at you?
Oh, I guarantee tonight just opened a can of worms that I probably am not prepared for. If you think that this is only
But
this is gonna,
then you
huh?
put the worms back in the jar and you shut the lid. It's that
Oh no,
simple.
I think I'm just gonna kick those off into the ocean and I'm just gonna walk away.
But then she
'Cause
wins. Just go back to being you. Like the fight that I had on Granny's watching channel. So many people were like, came after me, like warning me about. I don't care. I didn't even think of the fucking girl 5 minutes later. You know, like she wants to come after me. She's fighting a battle by herself because I don't really give a fuck. So that's what I'm saying. You just, whatever happened, okay, you close the jar and you throw it in the ocean and you move on. And if anybody says anything, there's block and delete. You don't have to engage in any fight. You don't have to go after anyone. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. Last night on my other channel, like 1 a.m, I fucking did a hardcore stream. I was cursing. I was back to the person I was 2 years ago. There were like 15 fucking panels that went about it today. You know how many I acknowledged? Zero.
damn,
Why?
we must not walk
Said
down
what I
the
had to
same
say and I moved
streets.
on.
Damn. I didn't know. I was so oblivious. I'm sorry, I didn't even realize.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I didn't tell anybody on this channel where it was. The only people that knew about it were OGs, basically, because it was on a hidden channel. And the DC knew about it. But my point is that all the people that talked about it today, I ignored. I'm done with them. I said what I had to say and I moved on. Just like today. I said what I had to say and I moved on. I didn't even look back at the girl. I don't even know who the fuck girl was. She knew me.
She's a lunatic.
And
that's the problem.
The funny thing is, though, I was calling her a catfish. Meanwhile, she looks better in real life than she did in that picture.
Well, she's one of those that comes from that group that they go real life. They
So
like
does the DC. DC goes real life all the time.
Okay.
They claim they don't, but they do. Believe me,
Yeah.
I lived it.
They do. You're right, Unclone Capone. They absolutely. She just loves to fight.
Oh, you knew who she was? How come I'm the only one? Did I have no idea who this girl was?
She comes from the anti-McCamey Manor community, like with Holly Lewis in the news, the DeLorean, Mr. Foz,
people
Angela Ferris. They all come over here chasing Mandy C, the one that Natasha just brought back.
Yeah, I would just ignore them.
I mean, I guess my bigger thing was I've actually been afraid to be on YouTube once I realized she was back.
What do you think she's going to do to you?
I don't know, Laura.
But why would you give
But
someone
it,
on YouTube this much power? She's
well, she
not
didn't
worth
have,
all this power.
shouldn't have power to fuck with my brother.
Okay, so what else could she possibly do?
I don't know, but I don't want to. I don't even want to tempt fate by asking the what
Don't
ifs.
ever be afraid of anybody on YouTube. Nobody.
Well,
There's nothing she can do to you besides kill you. I mean,
that's
she's already done the worst thing she could do. And Wyoming's right. Just block them and do you. And if someone tries to troll your chat, block them. That's all. Stay away from Mandy. At least you
yeah.
know what she's like, so you're ahead of the game. She'll suck others in, but that isn't your problem. But that's what exactly, Jill. If you're afraid that she's gonna suck somebody in, then that's their problem. If
Yeah,
everybody knows who she is, then who's she gonna suck in?
and that's kind of why we did the panel tonight. So people would be aware. So
Okay.
they would be a little more careful. And it also is why I wanted my members to understand that this person has been out here and she's fucked with lives. And it was more about making sure that I'm keeping my channel safe because I know what links these people go. And I already had one person that has been hacked. I don't think it was anything we've done, on YouTube per se, but like I think it just reiterates exactly how grimy and dirty this fucking place is.
And it is grimy and dirty. Believe me, I know firsthand.
And then that makes me question then, why do I want to stay part of something that's grimy and dirty like that?
Because there's also very good people.
And yep.
For all the grimy and dirty people, there's 100 great people.
And
It's like
I found a lot of them.
Really there's going to be shitheads in every community. There's going to be assholes in every community. Unfortunately, around here, they seem to all group up together, and then they're all assholes together. So it seems like they're a lot worse than they are. But I've told many people, don't ever go into chats white knighting for me because it's only going to fucking bite you in the ass.
Yep.
And every time it does.
And that's, I've been very clear about that. It's just like with our signal chat. I make sure to tell everybody, don't say things that you're not willing because it always gets leaked. Don't talk about YouTube on here. You talk about YouTube in here and you start talking about people. That's when it's going to get leaked. And it'll all go away and because it gets blown out of proportion so fucking quick.
But you can't be afraid of anybody on YouTube or anybody at all unless it's gotten like Psycho 911. That's a little different story. When you're really afraid like someone's gonna fuck with your real life, like show up at your door and kidnap you or your children, that's when it gets a little fucking weird. But if someone
Dude, she threatened to blow up a fucking school and did a year federal prison time.
But not your kid's school. Natasha's school. So that's Natasha's problem. Not your problem.
No, it was actually a college. This was before she came to YouTube.
Okay, but it's still not. Did she do it? No, she didn't. I threatened to kill my ex, but I didn't do it. That doesn't make me a psychopathic killer. It just means, yeah, I've thought about killing him multiple times. But exactly, D. They prey on your fears. Don't let them do that. I agree with that.
Mandy C did on Clone Capone. How did you not know that one?
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. That's part of the reason that, okay, so she has her past, But then she comes to YouTube, does a whole bunch of fuck shit in another community, runs away from that community, comes into this side, and then does a whole bunch of fuck shit again and gets run off. And then Scammy McBlammy, I see that. I see that. I am, and I'm not letting her rent. Like, this is the only day's worth rent she gets in my head, because I'm blown away that anybody would, like, she threatened to kill Natasha and her kids and multiple other people. Like, it always ended in massive threats. Which, yes, I get, they're only a threat, but that's a threat is what landed her in federal prison, right?
Have you not noticed how many truly mentally ill people there are on YouTube?
Well, no, because I was really trying to say that YouTube was like, do you believe in aliens? I do.
Jonathan does.
Okay, well, if you believe in aliens, I'm about to blow your fucking mind. What if I told you YouTube was how they train their people to
Oh
socialize?
my God. It's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
Okay, well, I believe it. I mean, come on now. Like, how else do you account for so many fucking adults having just horrendous behavior?
Mentally ill, boredom, bored housewives. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of reasons. They were bullied in high school, so now they become bullies. There's a million. I mean, you want to get go with psychology of it. You can tell by their pictures as compared to what they really look like when they show their camera. It says it all.
Oh, I got called androgynous tonight as well.
Some of them are trying to live like they're still in high school. Some of them don't want people to know what they really look like, which, for whatever reason. But I've been shocked at some of the real people I've seen as compared to their perfect little all-American picture.
That's true. That's true. No, I'm not wanting everybody to like me, but I did want to warn people that there are a little bit more craziers coming on the scene, I guess. So I did my job. I did as good as I can do. So
But there's a lot of criminals on YouTube. We just don't know it. It's Capone, that's exactly right. That's why it's just laughable. I mean, Coffee and Conversation is straight up. She's been with me for years. I mean, I should have wrenched her a long time ago, but she's been with me for years. And she has seen all the ups and downs. And she knows what I'm saying. Like,
I see it. I agree. I agree. I gave in tonight. I did.
They were held too much or too less as a child. Good point.
Maybe they weren't spanked hard enough.
Coffee wasn't an accident. It's actually long overdue. I just don't see you enough. You'd be like all my other mods that disappear into the sunset. Androgyny is trending, though. There's
That
far
is
worse
true.
things than we called androgynous looking. Yeah, but at least you show your face. But honestly, I don't know why NC ever says anything about anybody's looks. She must have like a fairy godmother type of mirror that she thinks she looks better than she does. I don't know, but it's laughable.
I don't know, but when she puts her makeup on, she looks like Mimi from Drew Carey.
Yes, she does. It's a good point.
Like, it's called makeup, not bang a box of Crayolas.
Mm-hmm. But the minute, here's the other thing. The minute you go for somebody's looks, you just lost your fight. Like, when she did that, she just totally lost her fight. That's why I didn't even listen to the clip that someone sent me that she said I was man looking. Okay.
Yeah, she likes
Look
to
at
call you
yourself in
Laura
the mirror.
look like a man.
But thank you for proving that that's the best you can do. It's laughable.
Well, I don't know. She told me by this time last year at this time that just keep watching. You'll see how skinny I get. Well, bitch, we started at the same time, and I'm down 40 more pounds than you are. What the hell happened to you?
I don't know. But don't even let her. Just don't let it get to you. She's not worth it. Coffee's right though. How much are they paying you for all this rent that they take up in your head? Is it really worth it?
I
Coffee
see
used to
that.
yell at me for it. She did. 2 years ago, she would yell at me. What the fuck you letting these people get to you for? Why are you even letting them fucking upset you? They're not worth it. And she's right. They're not. They never were. And that's why now I just laugh at them. Same thing. And that's what I'm passing on to you. And that's what I've told Granny. Granny didn't want to listen. And I told her, I get it. I didn't listen to anybody either. Oh, and everyone's got their own insecurities, Wyoming, without a doubt. Anybody that
Some of us are just open with what our insecurities are.
Exactly, Vamplifier. Because I won't argue with her. I won't fight with her. I won't fight with her people. I don't know her people, and they're just not worth fighting with. That's all they want is drama. Don't give it to them. And you know, the one thing I'm going to tell you that I told Granny and I've told others, I've said this publicly 1,000 times. You really want to hurt a narcissist? Give them zero attention. And that's why I've told people that call me a narc. Okay, if I'm such a narc, then shut the fuck up about me. Don't give me any attention if I'm this horrible narc, because I keep preaching it. If you really, really want to hurt a narcissist, pay them zero mind and you will see them crumble.
Well, I hadn't had anything about her on my radar. And today I was like, you're right. I need to go back to just staying in my own lane, playing with my paper, and avoiding all of that, because nothing good is going to come out of any of that.
Nope. And that's what you have to remember.
Nothing good is going to come out of it.
A lot of people have said this to me, including Coffee, Capone, White Lotus, Tara, all said to me throughout the years, and many others, but the ones, my OGs that have been with me for years. Before you go live, what good is going to come out of going at them? When you can answer that, I mean, they all said it in different ways, but that was the end result.
Right.
What good is going to come out of this? If you go live and talk about this, or you let this out, Nadia was known for telling me this. What's going to come out of it? Besides making you feel maybe better. But in the big picture, what good is this going to do? Anastasia is another one that's told me this. And, you know, I have to sit back and think, because I used to go live just because I was mad. And I used to go at people because I was mad. But as years progressed, a year later, now I actually do think about it. And I say, what good is going to come out of this? Is this going to have a good result, or is this going to be the same old shit?
Yep.
They're going to now come back at me. I'm going to go back at them. This is going to go back and forth. So before you go live, think to yourself, is it worth it? And sometimes you might say, yes, it is. And I've done that. And other times you might sit back and be like, well, maybe you're right. Maybe I'll take an hour to think about this. Or maybe I can't go live right now and it's going to give me an hour to think about this. Having a bunch of people go at Natasha or talk about Natasha, or people that are seemingly just as bad as her, what good's going to come out of it? Absolutely nothing.
You're
We
right.
all miss Nadia Denise. She hates us all, except
You're exactly right, and that's why I haven't been live this week. It's
It's like you both
100%.
have power. You just had to learn it for yourself. Damn right.
Thank you, Hounds. Yeah, it's part of the reason I haven't been live this week, because I was scared that if I went live, so I would open up something that I have vowed I didn't want on my channel. So.
And Vamplify is right. Act with intention rather than reaching out of emotion. And it doesn't mean it's always going to happen. Last night, I acted out of emotion. People go after Jonice, I'll act out of emotion.
Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
not saying you got to be fucking perfect, because none of us are perfect. But pick your battles wisely. Just having a panel of people to talk shit about Natasha is not worth it. That's like me having a panel to talk about fucking freaks over in the DC. It's
Right.
just not worth it. Because then it just opens up to this, and then it's down, spirals to this, and then spirals. It's just not worth it.
I had a good intention. I had a good intention of it, because I had my story. Kim and Crafton had theirs, and Truth Teller has hers, but it involved all three. It involved 3 different people, but 3 people, those 3 people had all migrated together.
Okay.
And that was, I thought that it was the time that all 3 of us needed to talk about how it had affected our lives. And I went with good intentions, but it kind of got off track. It really went sideways. Yeah, I should have just not done it. But
it's good that you caught it, because the sideways could have been another Granny's Watching channel. And every day people were going to go live talking about Natasha and Mandy and all the wrongs that were done. And that's why I'm saying, don't say, like, I'm not trying to tell you the panel tonight was wrong, because you guys wanted to get it out. But I'm saying, okay, you got it out, now move on. And don't be afraid of backlash, because just say, I had a panel and now I'm done. And I've moved on.
That was it.
And that was it. And don't let people talk about these other people. You know, someone wants to say something, okay, but we're not discussing her. I've moved on from them. We've hashed out our differences, but you know, and where you got to put your foot down are people like Miss P. Let her deal with her own shit. You know,
I really thought I could. I think I just honestly went into help mode instead of actually truly thinking about what, because that's really not a fight I can help her fight.
Nobody can. She was just loving NC a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's just not something. But I do coffee and conversation. I've got all of my stuff. I've got my Easter stuff that's coming out. I need to go back and stay in my own little lane with my paper crafts and just stay there and be fine.
But but you don't only have to discuss that either. Like, you know, I am a case discussion channel, but I do discuss some drama sometimes. I do discuss, you know, news sometimes. I discuss, you know, tonight it was all over the place, but it's okay to do a variety of different things, but keep it focused. Know who you are, and then whatever you talk about is going to be interesting. Don't just say, don't corner yourself in, I can only do crafts. If you want to talk about drama one night, talk about drama. If you want to, you know, talk about kids falling off a free ride, fall off a free ride. You know, like, you can talk about many different things if you don't pigeonhole yourself into, well, I can only do this. You can do whatever you're passionate about, whatever you want to do, as long as it's not what your whole channel's about. If that's not what you want your whole channel about. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yep.
Granny's watching, unfortunately, has pigeonholed herself into this little corner, and it's gonna take her a lot to get out of it
I
when she
get that.
doesn't want to talk about Natasha because that's what the focus was. And she's gonna have a hard time getting away from that. But she's not gonna have a choice. She can only talk about Natasha for so fucking long. And hopefully she's getting to that point now, or after someone said she kind of sounded like she was. I mean, I'll support her either way, but just because she's like a mini me. But just don't pigeon yourself like, oh, I can only do this. You can do whatever you're passionate about.
Yeah, I don't, like I said, that was a rare thing. It was not something that I plan on doing going forward. I felt the need to share. I mean, like, here we are a year later, and really what has changed?
You tell me, what have you changed in a year?
Oh, Laura, I went through the hardest year of my life.
So then a lot has changed. You've grown, you've become a
Yep.
better person, you're much calmer than you were last year. You are a
Stronger.
you're a stronger person. And
I'm
so a lot
also a
has
lot more
changed in a year for the
I'm
good.
also a lot more empathetic. Yep.
Exactly, Jill. That's why I said that I'm not a true crime channel because I don't want to pigeonhole myself. I'm a case discussion channel, which means I could discuss any kind of case from the news to true crime to, UFOs, anything. That's why I said I'm a case discussion channel.
I
That's what
did turn it private, Cheryl, because I don't want to deal with it. It's done. It's over with.
Who's
I'm not proud
JC?
of it. What?
Don't let JC ruin your channel. Who's JC?
Oh, I think she means NC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna turn it back, Cheryl. I'm sorry. I think it's just best to just leave it and just be done. It started out okay, but it kind of went off the rails there in a minute. So,
What happened?
yeah, we're just gonna leave it alone because I just don't need to keep stirring it up anymore.
But don't
It's
think
not.
that you haven't changed in a year because you've changed a lot in a year. We all have. But you've grown, you have become a better person, you have calmed down from what I've heard. And
Yeah,
I didn't know you a year ago. I'm just going by what I heard.
yeah.
And people tell me all these things about you. I don't see her like that. That's not the Angela that I see.
Well, and
So,
that's part of that, Laura, is because, like I said, we found out that my medication wasn't processing. So I was a unmedicated bipolar. So by learning that my body didn't process the coding fully and having to cut it, that allowed me to get the full benefit of my medication, which has caused me to be a completely different person.
there you go.
So,
So in a year, you've changed a lot and you've grown a lot. And Wyoming says you've grown since Molly.
yeah, that's big.
So in a short time, you've grown a lot. That's important. That's why you can't let these people drag you back to where you were. They're not worth it. And again, that doesn't mean you can't give an opinion once in a while. It doesn't mean you're not going to have a rant once in a while. It doesn't mean that you're, locked in and you can't talk about this because you can only talk about that. No, you can talk about whatever you want. Just do it smart.
Yep.
And pick your battles wisely and know when to have a meltdown or a rant and when not to, when it's just not worth it. 98% of the time, it's not worth it. that 2% that you know you're not going to be able to sleep if you don't get it out, that's when it's worth it.
That's kind of where I was at with this tonight when we decided to do this. I heard what I heard, and I messaged Crafton, and I'm like, your channel or mine? And I just decided, screw it. I'm going to do it on mine because it was my story to tell, and people needed to know it. So.
But correct me if I'm wrong, but I do hear a lot of people hate bonding and teaming up to go against Natasha and white knighting for everybody else to go against Natasha. Am I right in that analogy or wrong?
I'm going to say you're 50-50. 50% of it, yeah. I see, whether you want to call it hate bonding or coming together for the greater good, it does seem to be that, but it does seem to be that there are some realignments happening, but in the same time, Laura, those same realignments that are changing, you got Robbie reuniting with Natasha.
That's Robbie's problem.
Right, but and I understand that, but as those relationships are changing, there's other relationships that were changing. Like maybe I'm gullible. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I do. I probably am gullible because I believe everybody. I take them at face value.
I always give it straight. I hate sugarcoating bullshit.
No, that doesn't work with me. It doesn't work to sugarcoat anything. You won't get the result you're looking for.
That's true.
You won't, and it won't work for me because I'll miss the point if you sugarcoat it.
Never, Alma, my favorite troll.
So I would say yes, but the same thing, the same thing's happening on the other side. Is that okay? So it doesn't. It appears to be that Truth Teller and Lindsay Hensley are not supporting each other like they once were. But now Crafton and Kim are supporting Truth Teller, whereas once Crafton and Kim supported Lindsay Hensley. Does that make sense? So the same thing, like everything is I do DBT, Jill. I have a I've gone through the DBT therapy. And I've really leaned hard on a lot of that this week. A lot of journaling, a lot of staying right in the here and the now and not that's part of the reason I haven't been live, because I was afraid I would let my tongue run off.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Hold on. Somebody write a comment. I want to. No, it was before that.
No wise guy here.
I don't know where that comment went. But I saw a comment I wanted to address. It was right before that one you just said.
The DBT one?
No, it was before that.
Oh, the one about being gullible?
No. No, it was before gullible. I don't know. Fuck. I don't remember. Oh, well.
Thank you for making me feel better.
You're welcome. Oh, I like Alma. I just know she's like my favorite troll. She thinks I don't know she's a big troll, but she is. I like happy drunks. I'm glad you have a sense of humor. Of course I have a sense of humor.
Alma's a happy troll.
She's a happy troll. Fuck, I forgot what it was.
Let me go look.
I'm looking. I don't. It was something you said. I don't remember. Oh well, it's late.
It doesn't matter. About the hate bonding and
Yeah.
everything's shaking up and
Yeah, I noticed though that Kim and Crafton
Mhm.
seem to consistent, and I don't watch them, but it seems like they consistently white knight for others. And they're like doing the same thing Granny's watching. Now let me back up and explain this a little so nobody mistakes this. Many things that are happening to Natasha have happened to me.
Right.
So I see things just a little differently than most of you guys do. Because all this teaming up and the hate bonding and this channel and that channel and the trauma bonding and all this other
trauma bonding, yeah.
people claim was me. It was like everything Natasha is what they said I was, but I wasn't. And to this day, they still run their mouth about it. The very people that support Natasha, by the way. So, I do have, and people have laughed at me when I said this, but I do have a certain level of, I don't want to say respect because it's not respect, but understanding of some of the things Natasha says because I've said it out of my own mouth.
Right.
But I can't respect all of these other channels that that hate bond, that go from one to the next to the next to the next. Oh, Natasha's so awful. Natasha's so awful. But you guys, not you personally, but all these channels are perpetuating who Natasha is and putting her on a higher pedestal. Because I can see through Natasha, and if you just, this is where her and I are different, if you just ignore her, she's going to freak out. And you see that now. If the topic is not on her, she can't handle it. She'll make sure it's about her. She won't allow anybody on her panel unless they talk about her or unless she's doing something else and need them to just talk because she's in the middle of doing something else. But, and I've asked the opposite, just shut the fuck up. But with all these channels, I just sit back and I if I don't like somebody, I don't want to hear about them 24/7. And I adore Granny and I adore her content no matter what she's talking about, but I'm usually doing something and not watching chat too much. Today I wasn't, but a lot of times I am. And she may be talking about Natasha, but then she'll run off and say something else or do sidetrack from the combo. But a lot of these channels that go every single word Natasha says, and there's 17 channels doing the exact same thing, talking about the exact same content, and you see the same people going from chat to chat to chat. I get where Natasha gets frustrated. I get where she's like, what the fuck? Because if you don't like somebody, why are you going chat to chat to chat to chat just to complain about them? It doesn't make sense.
Because they've got the latest news, and you have to think about those people as the newspaper boys in the 20s, 30s, paper, headlines. So they're running, being the first to break the news. And so those chats only get they only get the perspective of that person. And that's how this fucking telephone game starts. That's one of those things that it's like, if the subscribers had respect for each creator, what they heard in their chat would stay in their chat when they left their chat. But they don't. So they have to run and say, oh, I heard in Perplex chat XYZ, and they run to NC's chat and they say, oh, Perplex said blah, 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 blah. Now, number one, comprehension. Comprehension is not a skill that is widely versed on these YouTube streets. There's only about 15 of us that actually have comprehension on these streets. The rest of them, they read at a 3rd grade level. So they don't have comprehension on what it was, and they take what they heard and they paraphrase it, but they don't use the right fucking words. And they get it all wrong. So then they go off and they've essentially created a rumor in MGL's chat. And then those people those 950 that are in MGL's chat hear it. And then they run off to God only knows the 4 corners of the YouTube streets. Like, exactly. They can't even keep private messages with their own family private. Yep. That's exactly it. Amplifier, that's exactly it. If everybody just stopped, if the subscribers stopped running from chat to chat, this other stuff wouldn't be a problem.
True. But you just have to, creators then just need to block. That's it. People come in all the time, block.
And that's pecan pie. Thank you. I agree. I'm understanding so much more. I know you don't like ass kissers, Laura, but I really appreciate you taking the time to explain this to me.
You're welcome.
I really do.
No, thank you.
I seriously do, because it makes so much more sense. And it was like a big piece of the puzzle was missing. I wasn't understanding. I thought I was doing right by what I was doing, but what I understand I did was I played right into her hand.
Mm-hmm. That you did.
At the end. I gave her.
But that's okay, as long as you learn from it and you don't per se do it again. You didn't do anything wrong tonight. You got something out. You chose to do it. Stand behind that and just move on from it. That's it.
Yep.
And if you can do that successfully, then you've won. And that's a big part. I hate to use those terms, but it's a big part of gaining. I don't know the right word because it's not respect, but having your brain in tune, having, what's the word I'm looking for? Peace of mind is
it really is.
It's winning. If you win the game, and by you having a panel tonight, standing by your conviction, you won. As long as it doesn't drag you down tomorrow or get you tomorrow, you won tonight. And keep it that way, because at the end of the day, that's what's important for your own sanity. It's the word I was looking for, sanity.
Tomorrow's a whole new day.
I don't win every battle, but you know what? In my mind, I won. Why? Because I don't think about them the next minute. So that means I won. I'm not running panel to panel talking about it. I'm not bringing it up. I'm not hate bonding with anybody over it. I'm not looking for this psycho's, best friend so I can hate bond with them. At the end of the day, that means I win, because they're all still talking about it. Not talking, you know what I mean?
Right.
How are we going to get her? How are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? Natasha talked about me tonight. Okay. And?
Well, the one thing that
I wouldn't give you one space in my brain, except when, it's been brought up or whatever, or I'm trying to explain it like I am now. But you just think, you just move on. I don't know how else. I can't explain it any better.
That's exactly it. We talked about it. It's been aired out, and it's done.
And if they want to keep coming to you, they want to keep coming back to you, or hey, why don't you host a panel? No thanks. Some of them have their own channels. I assume. I know True Teller does because I've heard on Granny's Watching. But a lot of them, I know Kim and Crafton have their own panels. Let Kim and Crafton host it.
Yep.
You know, say no, I'm not doing it. Have Miss P post it. Whoever. I mean, Miss P's name, I almost blocked her because I thought it was a troll, but then I realized you were talking to her.
Yeah.
And I don't even understand why a name like that, you're asking for fucking drama. You're asking for headaches. Don't have a fucking stupid ass name like that.
Well, and that was what I was going to say to her also, was that she needs to go back just to her normal name, because that's what she's, those are the mean things that they've said about her. So that's why she's made that name.
Exactly. But that's drama. That is someone looking anywhere they can for drama. And I don't even understand it. Okay, so they think you're all this. Move the fuck on. Who cares what they think? Stop giving them power. And I personally, I don't care for Miss P at all. That's one of the reasons I left tonight. I have no desire to listen to her, watch her, and chat. I think the woman is a fucking moron. But that's just my opinion.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm just tired of the poor woman being picked on, and I was hoping I could give her some direction so that she could maybe.
She is just as bad as the people that go after her. I was listening. I think it was Natasha, as a matter of fact. I was in a store listening, and there was somebody that made videos, which I thought was fucking brilliant, that made videos of two people fighting, and they put it together. So it sounds like it was Miss P and Robbie fighting, or Miss P and Mommy Ramblings. I don't know who did the videos, but it was a great concept. And I'm sitting in the store shopping. I'm laughing my ass off, and listening to her go at people. She can handle herself. She can. She doesn't need anybody white knighting or feeling bad for her. She goes pretty fucking hard. And then she doesn't like when somebody goes hard at her back. Well, I'm sorry, but that's not, if you're going to go that hard, like, she wasn't like Jonice. Jonice will never curse, really. She's not going to go at you. She's not going to be like, you fucking asshole, you're a piece of shit. She's not like that. She'll just give you lots of emojis and lots of blessings, where Mrs. P, she's like, do you know the creator who did that video? Because I'll play it so people know what I'm talking about. What is it, Kim something, maybe?
I'm trying to think if it wasn't Heels in the Air.
No, Heels in the Air didn't do video. It was, I could have
was that
Kim something.
Hang on, I think it's in my history because I know which one you're talking about. I was okay, let's see. History.
I work primarily with people like Miss P as a social worker and counselor. She needs a professional help that is offered to her, and no one here needs to intervene at all. You can't win or break even. I agree. Something Karen. Is that the name of it, or are you saying Karen? Something Karen. Miss P loves the drama. Oh, while you're looking for that, let me say something else that I said to Granny's Watch, and I'm so sick and tired of hearing.
Okay.
Nobody needs to be technically removed from YouTube. Let YouTube handle that.
But you can report them.
I know. You can report them all day, but I keep hearing that over and over and over and over. But you have someone like Natasha. She's got a good following. People like her. People respect her. Why, I don't know. But she does. So when people say, oh, she needs to be removed, she's not killing anybody. She may be scamming money, but people are giving it to her. So that's on them. Is it Karen is watching? I think that's it.
That's what it is.
Yep. All right, hold on. Guys, this is funny shit. Kudos to this girl that put it together. Great concept, too. All right. Here it is. Okay. So just to give you a background, what she does is she took Mrs. P and she took Mommy Ramblings at her worst moment and fused them together to make it out like they were fighting with each other. And this was the result.
I hate you, but you are a nobody! I hate you with every inch of my being. A nobody! And I'm sorry I ever knew you. You are gonna get sued! Bullshit! So flipping bad! Nasty bitch! How dare you! You're a fucking nasty hoe bag. All of you.
Oh my God.
I don't have to pick on your looks because I don't have to do it. I'm right here, bitches! Oh my God, what? I'm drinking a Sigma's fucking wine cooler!
There's one with Save Robbie that's better. Hang on.
That was the say it to my face night.
This is the one I was looking for.
Okay, message to Robbie. I am not interested in you. Never have, never will.
I am extremely attracted to myself. And you should be too.
And as for the threat against my husband, it will get reported.
I don't make threats. Okay, now? I said back the fuck up.
So go back to your little boyfriend, because to me you're nothing but a little sawed-off pissant.
Did you guys see the picture of my new boyfriend? He's cute. He's hot.
So I don't care how over the moon you are with me. I have absolutely no interest in you.
Blue moon, saw me standing alone. I had my hand in my pants, 'cause I was looking to bone. Yeah, I'm fixing to fuck ya.
So shut your fucking mouth, back off, and leave me the hell alone.
You're not the boss of me. Nobody bosses me around. But I am a sub. You know what I mean? Not like on YouTube, but I tend to be submissive. On the submissive side. You want to take me down, all right, top 2. Wouldn't that be fun?
Because now you're stalking me.
I don't, no. I don't, I'm not a stalker.
And mind you, they were not talking to each other. This is totally edited.
I do not go for anybody threatening my husband.
I don't make threats. Not anymore.
And again, as for you, I wouldn't come anywhere near Colorado.
There is a social distancing here in the state of Colorado. Still, you don't have to wear a mask, but you do have to social distance unless you want to bum back.
I used to live there at one time years ago, but no. As long as you're there, I will stay as far away from you as I can possibly get because you're a disease.
Do you guys know there was a pandemic lurking throughout the night of the world? Get your vaccines.
So go back to your little boyfriend because people like you, I have no interest in.
Have I told you guys how hot my boyfriend is?
So you better back it off, buddy.
Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. I'm on a back it up.
Back it off, buddy.
I'm on a back it up.
Back it off, buddy.
I'm on a back it up.
Back it off, buddy.
I'm on a back it up. I'm on a back it up. I'm on a back it up.
Because now you've gone and pissed me off, you little sawed-off pissant.
Oh my gosh.
I told you shit's fun. It's a great concept. All right,
I
so
agree, Jill. Jill, you're brilliant. I don't know where you came from, but you are brilliant.
That's a great concept.
Right now, due to the fact that I am the most hated person on YouTube, I had to have my husband this morning take all of our pop cans over to the store and turn them in. He ran to the liquor store for me, and I got this.
If it bothers you that much, go out and get another job.
Sorry, that's private.
Money, 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 money.
So go huddle back to NC's community.
I'm a life coach. How about you?
The day that I apologize to any of you will be the day that hell freezes over.
Come up with your own idea to make money, and then you will.
Please just leave me alone.
And I can make as much money as much as I possibly can.
If you all want me to stop, then all of you stop and just back off and leave me alone.
Money, 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 money.
Have a nice day.
Money, 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 money.
Now you're a block bitch. Bye.
Yeah. Mrs. P has a husband, and Alma and I both don't.
I don't need. Well, I technically do, but
you had one though. You had two.
I have one currently. I just not with them.
Right.
I want to say Robbie know that I did contact my local police authorities last night. I did have an officer respond, and I did save the clip from the threat you made last night, and I had the officer listen to it. So your threat last night towards my husband has been reported.
Hold on a minute. Hello? Yes, I need to speak to Mr. Brown, please. Yes, this is Mr. Brown. This is your local police department. We understand that you have an obsessive crush on Mrs. Portland. Oh. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. No, I thought you asked me if my eyes are brown. No, this isn't. No, I'm not even a real man. I'm not a man. I don't have a penis. Penis or not, we're gonna have to come down and book you ASAP. So, yeah, I gotta go. No, you got the wrong number. Excuse me? Okay. Don't you hang up on me.
So go about your business and leave me alone.
Mrs. Portland, did you call the police on me?
I'm going to become a cold-hearted bitch.
Open up. We know you're in there. I'm masturbating. I'll be right out. You better hurry up and explode before we explode through this door.
You's more than a blocked bitch now.
Yep.
That was a good one. It is a funny concept. She only has a couple of videos. Let me drop her a link. She better not do videos on me. Here's her link. No, I have not made up with Save Robbie. I haven't talked to him at all. That's it. I think we covered all the videos.
And I understand that using Mrs. Portland is also not a good. Yes, Mrs. P is the same as Mrs. Portland. It's also not good for her either. I understand that. I mean, I giggled I giggled at the concept of the video. I'm not laughing at Mrs. Portland. Please, I'm not.
Yes,
Just,
Vampire Fire.
This is the thing. Regardless of whether you're changing.
Okay, look at that face. Do you really care what she thinks of you? Come on.
No.
Thank you.
Channel has your name on it or not, you are the channel. Okay? You represent your channel.
Yeah.
Are you freaking nuts?
Sorry, Mom. Eat a dick.
You are twisted. Okay?
Nobody has any reason to be ashamed other than Lana.
Ow!
You're freaking nuts!
There you go. That we just watched every video on our channel. So that is Karen is watching. And thank you to the person that reminded me who it was.
Have you seen the one that turns all the stuff into Disney?
No.
It's like YouTube bedtime stories or something of that. I'll find it and I'll send you the link. Oh, and just and also if you're looking for some sort of an adult version of an adult style, a cartoon, but it's an adult format. It's called Human Resources on Netflix.
Okay.
And then it also has one called Big Mouth that correlates to it, but I don't recommend watching it with children around.
Okay.
Because it's a little adultish, a little graphic.
Karen is watching is an icon. That other channel does other combos as well, not just Miss P, which is good because then Miss P won't get on them all the time. She has some NC MRB stuff too. What other channel? Oh, there's two of them with the same concept. But you see what I'm saying? Oh, Mrs. P can handle herself. She doesn't need a
yeah. I didn't realize all of that. I had only bits and pieces because I just didn't pay attention to it. So now seeing this, yeah, I don't think I can help you, Mrs. Portland. You look like you got it all on your own.
She loves the drama.
But I like the John Candy reference. I think that's what we'll go back to. We'll call her Ms. Candy.
That's what I'm saying. She's not even worth getting upset over. Like, she's a total idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling a little stupid right now. Unfortunately. But it's okay.
Now, Jill, I hit every video. She has... Maybe she took them down. She has Miss Portland Goes Too Far, we watch. She has Miss Portland Threatens to Call the Cops on Save Robbie, we watch. She has MGL and Miss Portland. Save Robbie harasses Miss Portland. Miss Portland fights Save Robbie. Natasha Cooper schools Mommy Ramblings, which we just watched. And that's it. That's all she's got. So maybe she removed some videos. Yeah, I played all of them. And they all have Miss P except one.
Angel talks too fast.
Huh?
There's another one called Angel Talks Too Fast.
Where? Oh, another channel?
Yep. And then Call It As I See It.
Oh, I fucking hate them. They're the ones that they put out a video about me tonight. Laura's deleted live.
Okay, then there's
down.
There's also Chatter's Voice.
Yeah, I don't watch all these people.
Okay.
The right. Oh, this is Summer Wells channel.
And
Ain't
then
no
I'm
Talking Too Fast is all Summer Wells.
okay. Well, hang on. These are just the new ones that I just subscribed to, so I'm still scrolling through my list.
Yeah, they're a whole channel, Summer Wells and True Crime.
Okay. So then that's not the same one. I went by the picture. Because I know the one I'm looking for has a blonde in it.
Why is Ikmel on at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Oh, well, he probably doesn't have Maddie this weekend.
Oh, he's not.
Well, I guess I'll have to find it and then send it because I'm not finding the right one. You know, there's only 50 million subscriptions here. Receipts are no.
Can we call Pugs and see what she's up to? You can if you want.
Yeah, let's. Sweet Pea. That's the name of it.
Fun, there's a lot of them. How you spelling it?
SWEETPEA.
Yeah, there's a million of them.
Her face looks like a Disney icon. Hang on. PQRS.
Yeah, I don't see
Social
it.
fade.
Paranormal After Dark.
Nope, that's not the right one either. Damn it.
The Sweet Pea Diaries.
That was one of them.
JLR is a whole train wreck.
Yep, that one was a funny one. That's not the right one that I'm thinking of, though.
Yeah, I found the channel.
Yeah, but that's still not the right one. I wish it gave me my recent things that I subscribed to. That's still not the right one because there was this. She totally takes this stuff and she turns the faces into Disney characters and then speeds their voices up.
I'm just glad I'm finding all these channels that don't have me in them.
Yeah.
I'm loving that. Princess and the Piggy. Uh-oh. Here I am.
Uh-oh.
Watching him watch on this other case from Virginia.
Hold on.
Watching him watch on this other case from Virginia. Past couple of days, you know, because they always like Sean first anything. Within seconds, they know. And I mean that literally. Another people are missing. Well, but that one's been missing for 3 days now, so they really trying to get their little claws in.
I know, right, Coffee?
Trying to do a twofer over there. They're working overtime, guys. Better go give them a fucking super chat for that. They're working so hard. Find out what these missing children.
How does anybody take Jody Sue fucking seriously?
It's called YT Bedtime Stories. It's got 4 videos. Bedtime, one word.
Phone calls from the dead?
Nope. It looks like
The guy's got almost 700,000 subscribers. YT Bedtime Stories is not coming up. It keeps coming up with this demon one. No, not coming up.
Hang on.
To take the call, the state trooper found himself speaking with Tracy Bowie, one of the clerks from the nearby city courthouse.
There, I sent it to you in text. There's the channel.
Be a new one.
After
the video's called The Recliner Queen's Makeup Sale.
Hold on.
Turned and offered the phone to her, whispering that it was their old friend Enid on the other end of the line.
Well, here's this channel. It's got almost 700,000 subscribers. But if you like true crime stories, I never
There
heard
you go.
of it before. But I guess it's pretty popular. All right. You sent it to me in text, which isn't going to help me because that's on my phone.
Okay.
Dead.
Oh, okay. The name of the video is The Recliner Queen's Makeup Sale, if that helps. Seven days ago.
Yeah.
All right. This is called Dirty Little Secret Lip Oil Duo.
Like, seriously, look at her. Are you really going to let something she said bother you? She doesn't even have a neck.
I'm sorry. I don't either, but in no uncertain terms should she ever call you Laura look like a man, because that looks like a man.
But what I'm saying is, like,
I get it.
She's fucking gross. Like, there's nothing she could say to me that would affect me, especially looks. Like, okay, Natasha. But that's what I'm saying. Don't give her power like that. I mean, she's disgusting.
Oh, in orange and cherry. Cherry and orange. Dirty Little Secret Cosmetics.
I'm pretty sure that those items aren't for resale.
Hey, Jay.
So 14, I guess. And then Dirty Little Secret Cosmetics Lip Oil Duo. I can see the chat, Rebellious Rose. Thank you. Ooh. Let's see. The account hasn't gone anywhere. The channel got struck.
Mm-hmm.
Orange and cherry.
Yeah, he's doing that on iMovie. Oh, yeah, it's right there, iMovie.
Well, I don't know, but I feel bad for anybody that might have gotten suckered into buying some of that makeup.
Who's the pastor? Hey, K-Rox. Who's the pastor?
Pastor Mills.
Who's that?
He was a guy that came into the community after I was booted because she banned me from her channel. She booted me and told me to leave her community.
This guy's loud.
I don't understand it. I'm going to tell y'all right now. Right dang now.
Hey, K-Rox.
Right now. Right now. If I ever
Me neither, Anita.
start blatantly lying and not showing proof of the things that I say, y'all best call me out.
Wait, we have.
And say, you need to do some self-reflection. You need to get off the internet.
Hey guys, Pastor Mel here.
I can't do mouths that don't line up. And I don't know anything about
That's okay. It's cool.
And I don't know anything about the pastor guy.
YT bedtime stories.
Have another cordless chainsaw on set.
Just gonna say she did end up with too many chainsaws.
Oh my god, it's like turquoise, green, teal green. Oh my god, I've got to have it. Hold on. They better still have.
I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. I want it.
I have one.
I have three.
Just two. Three?
Now she's about to have four?
Are these good chainsaws?
Why she needs chainsaws?
Cut her fat ass out of the recliner.
I mean, it's not like she does anything. Why does she need chainsaws? Maybe she's planning a big murder.
Yes. I don't know if I use any of them, but yeah, I'm saying they are. No, the code doesn't work anymore.
It's called shopping addiction.
I'm mad. I really wanted this one. It's a mini chainsaw.
That's not bad.
Listen to me now.
The problem with this, he made her look way too good.
I haven't bought a wood chipper. But I also haven't seen one for sale.
Yeah, I'm not even saying these are getting boring because it's the same thing over and over and over.
As if she would actually do the hard work of murdering someone. You've got a great point, Coffee, in conversation.
What?
As if she would actually do the hard work of murdering someone.
True. She wouldn't do the hard work of chainsawing anything, no. It's not like she's going to stand outside and cut down a fucking tree. They did, Jill. They made her look way too good. But you know what I do like about watching these things? You find out what programs people are using, and then you can use them.
That's a silver lining, Laura.
What?
That's a silver lining. I like that.
I do it all the time. That's how I found out about some of my app programs. Was I was watching some videos that had them. But that Call It As I See It, she's a fucking cunt.
Oh, there's lots of them out here like that.
Chainsaw Vibrator. That's a good one, Wyoming. That's a good one. Maybe. All right. It's 3:30 in the morning. I need to get my ass to bed.
Thank you for having me up.
You're welcome. I did not expect to be on for 5 hours, I think. I hope you feel better.
I do.
I
Thank
do.
you very much.
You're very welcome. We did not get the scooter yet. Still debating on it. Gas prices are coming down a bit. But I will let you know.
Holly Evans, why does that matter?
I'm not vaccinated, and I'm damn proud not to be vaccinated. Thank you very much.
I guess that's my question is, why does that matter? Did I come in your house asking you what you have or haven't had? Have you had an abortion, Holly Evans?
There you go. Good
Do you like that question?
Good comeback.
No? That's my standard answer. You want to ask me if I'm vaccinated? Have you ever had an abortion? Have you ever had an STD? What fucking business is it of yours?
There you go. And on that note, see, gas here is $3.99. It went back down to $3.99. Exactly, Jay. Non-vaccinated and proud. Thank you. All right, guys. I love you guys. Thank you for sticking it out. Some of you guys have been here all night. This live has been all over the place. Big shout out to my homegirl, my homie, Jonice. Another big shout out to Bonnie. You know that we're here for you, and you still never gave me your favorite scents, so I don't know what they are. I will hit you up in Patreon. I love you all. Thank you all so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.